5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
BONIFAY Banter Podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, episode 16 of the BONIFAY Banter. Tyler Higham in the studio. Shane.
Ty, hi.
We got a good one tonight. What up, Ty?
How we doing, boys? Thanks for having me.
Tyler Higham, we got a lot to get into. You just bought a new house. The whole La Familia crew's living there with you right now. Some roommates from all over the world. Y'all been filming the La Familia movie. You've been on freaking fire this year. The $75,000 man winning that in dollars. Damn, dude, it is crazy. And we will get into that, but it's going to be fun tonight. Welcome to the studio, Ty.
Thanks, boys. Stoked to be here.
Cheers. Let's crack a little thing.
I already cracked mine.
I already cracked.
Ty had a bit of a rough trip up from Polk County to Claremont tonight. Do you want to elaborate on this? We could scratch it. We could
Yeah. Get into it. It was like, I'll leave a little early, have a couple beers with the boys before we get on, and ended up being an hour late. Rear-ended somebody at a stop sign on accident.
Oh,
everybody's safe. We're good.
What was it? Well, like they just were at a stop sign. You didn't know it was coming up.
Don't text and drive. I was texting Parks on my way, and he did a little pump fake.
Clean.
Did a little pump fake. Bang. Got me.
I've rear-ended a few people.
Shane, we know you've rear-ended a few people.
Yeah, I definitely have.
Was it pretty much that same? So he was at the stop sign, looked like he was going to go. You kind of like assumed he was going to go, and then kind of just
a little slow roll into him.
Yeah,
company car. Had to call the cops, do all that.
Damn, really?
Yeah. So can't go out of pocket. Got to have the insurance involved.
He probably looked at He probably looked at you and was like, "I can't trust this little dude. He's dressed in all white now."
I got out so nice. I was like, "Are you okay? Like, I'm sorry. Like, let's handle this. Let's pull into the parking lot right here." And I was hoping we'd just exchange information and then
the cops
it'd be all
came,
good.
They did a whole little mini.
It was pretty easy once the cop got there. It took like 30 minutes for the cop to get there. Yeah. But it was easy enough. Gave my insurance, registration, license, I don't know, all the stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure after winning $75,000 this year, you're like, I can handle this out of pocket. We don't got to get insurance. I didn't want it to
go on the insurance, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I would have rather done it out of pocket.
Any damage to your car?
My car's fine. No, my car. It was like a Subaru. And it has like that like plastic, like rubber, like whatever stuff, and it just like dented it. And I don't know. He was pretty devoed, so he was pretty mad.
What kind of car was it?
It was a Subaru. Yeah, just like plastic, little rubber bumper. But he was like, "Got to get off your phone, man." I was like, "Dude, I know. I'm sorry. I've learned my lesson." Definitely learned my lesson though. I was like scared.
Well, there you go. So to start off the BONIFAY Banter, if you're out there, kids getting ready to get your license, don't text and drive. Even if you have your license, don't.
Yeah, don't text and drive. It's not worth it.
Even to let the BONIFAY Banter know that you're going to be here a little early.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Get up here, have some fun first, and then.
Well, that's what made me mad. I was like, man, if I leave like 2-3 minutes later, or if I leave just like be on time, it probably doesn't happen. But, whatever.
That is crazy to think. Like if you would have left, like if you didn't want to get here early, that probably whole scenario probably couldn't happen. Maybe
it didn't. Yeah, is what it is though. We're here. Everyone's safe.
The simulation's real. But yeah, Ty, you just got back in town. We all just got back in town from the vortex of Radar Lake up there for Paige's and I's wedding.
Oh yeah!
Man, it was
congrats
super
again.
pumped.
That was
thank
sick.
y'all, man.
Yeah.
I'm super pumped that you made it up there. It was part of that whole weekend.
Oh, I was pumped. If you would have told 12-year-old Ty was going to Parks Bonifay's wedding, I was stoked. Yeah. Wouldn't have missed it for the world.
I was stoked whenever I got there and saw you and Mossy hanging out. I was like, these boys have been here for a little bit.
Well, we did dealer days, Ronix dealer days. We Ronix has in Radar, they have a bunch of dealers come up and we show them the whole new 2026 line. And we were up there probably 10, 12 days before
I was
the
up
whole
there
wedding kind of party got there.
Oh, yeah. I was up there, like 8-7 days before.
And a lot of people like flew out from dealer days. They flew out from dealer days and then came back like 5 or 6 days later. And then Mossy and Ty just like hung out in Radar Lake the whole time, helped me kind of like set up a lot of the stuff for like the wedding, and Paige came up there. Yeah, it was a.
Yeah, I mean, like we could fly home, or we could just like stay here for a week and not do much, and then we were like, let's just like save some money, stay here. It was sick, like 14 days in the vortex total, and I was loving it. I was like almost scared to come home and like get back to reality, like everything there's so dialed. Like, I don't know.
It is crazy. Like when you get into that lake for a while, like it's like,
Yeah, explain the vortex.
the vortex of Radar Lake. It's like when you're up there, like at least for dealer days and the wedding was like that. All the food was up there. You never had to go outside the gate. You never had to go to the grocery store really or anything. So it's like we call it the vortex because once you're inside the gate and you never leave, like it's almost like a stoplight or anything seems like reality seems like hits you hard when you go outside of this gate. But when you get in there, just like you get locked into it's 200
just
plus
good
acres
vibes,
of just like the vibes and the woods and the trees and you're camping in the lake and you never leave. You eat there, you sleep there. And like, and day after day after day, when you're like 10 days in, that's when the vortex really starts to like really hit you. But it was cool that like, and that's what me and Paige wanted everyone to experience at the wedding. It's just not come up there, go to the ceremony and reception and leave. We wanted you to get in there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday and kind of like feel like what it was like to be there for like dealer days and like, because that was like kind of like how Paige and I kind of fell in love at dealer days. So we wanted to replicate that for like the wedding and everyone who showed up for the wedding. It was.
I mean, it was crazy because like, I mean, you've been to Radar for so many years and I've heard about the vortex from you and Ruck and D Harf and everybody, but I've never experienced it. I've been there once for, I think it was like 2 or 3 hours. Like we just, after one of the pro tours came through there and got to hang out for a little bit, but that was my first time ever spending more than, a few hours there. And I felt it. It's an amazing spot, dude. It is genuinely wild where you're just involved. And you're just staring out at this beautiful lake. And then with all these trees and the sunset every night was just epic. But
yeah, and then the spring down there, you jump in the spring. Like Radar Lake was like, heard about this spring from like an Indian, like stick twisting shaman kind of like thing. And heard about it, bought the lake, dug it, hit the spring, and you can go to the spring and it trickles into the water and it's like 20, 30 degrees colder than like the rest of the lake. So you get in there and it's just like, it's like an ice bath. You're you're just like, and then when you get out of it, you dry off and get back in the golf cart and cruise back, dude. You're like, you're ready to kick down a freaking door.
Dude. You're ready to rumble.
You did hop in the spring right before getting ready
that was
for
my final single shower there.
Right before you got married.
Bear got some sweet pics there.
Yeah, that was cool.
I brought the conditioner and everything down to that thing. I don't recommend bringing the chemicals in the lake all the time, but it's a special occasion.
Occasion.
Yeah, it's all good.
And Bombargo tore down the house, the band that we had. Like that was the
They were
that
going
cheeky,
crazy.
like,
It was
dude, they were
sick.
nuts, man.
They were so cool.
I had no clue what to, anticipate with that band, and they lived up to any expectations you could have. Like they were on fire. Like the stage presence and like the energy that
the
they
way they
protrude
bring,
is so amazing. The lead singer's awesome.
Yeah,
his
jacket.
Shout out
Bombargo. Shout out, man.
Dude, his jacket with the gold tassels, and he's just living it. Like I was like,
the whole
this
band
is
dress was like full like 70s, dude. And it was so. They just talked to everyone. They remembered like everyone's names. They were so involved and just integrated in like everyone that was there, man. I couldn't have asked.
Yeah, they got to know like everybody. They were so social. Like even the night before at the campfire, the boys were on fire. I was loving it.
Yeah,
like, these guys are sick.
No, they were a good time.
And then the campfire, the after party at the campfire, they brought all their acoustic stuff down and just started jumping over the fire and did like a whole concert around.
It's like
the
they
fire.
did a second concert. They did a full concert during the reception, and then like later on, it was probably at like 1 or 2 in the morning, and we're all around a bonfire, and there's like 40, 50 of us, maybe more. I don't remember, but there was, and then they just bust out the acoustic guitar and make this awesome campfire sing along, all the best songs, and you have a lead singer of a band helping everybody sing along. I thought it was just amazing. I was like, dude, these dudes are awesome.
It was sick. You boys were looking good. You Ty and Mossy were all laced up with the threads, dude. We'll show a picture right now. Bam.
Yeah. It was a good time. We had that,
It was beautiful. It was a great time. I was fully impressed, PB. I was happy to be there, happy to be part of it.
Love y'all, man. Yeah, it was the whole crew up there. It was a magical day. And shout out to Shane for almost saving the whole reception, because the generator that we rented ran out of gas, and it was sitting on the side of a hill that like we should have like tied this up to a tree, but we were trying to get it far enough away from the band to where you didn't hear it. So we had a huge extension cord going down, and we hit it around this tree. And then we actually hit the trampoline that was like up there around before the reception. We pushed it down, and the generator during the concert started vibrating sideways, and then like ended up running. Was going to go down the whole hill, yanked the extension cord out, and just probably like roll into the woods. This thing would have been going like 30, 40 miles an hour,
that thing would have.
But it ended up hitting the trampoline that we put there, and that's why I think the power went out the first time, and then it ran out of gas. And Shane was the only one who knew where a gas can was, knew where the gas tank was.
I had a gas can with my RV that I had, or my little camper, and we had a generator. So I was like, they were like, we're out of gas, and I was like, I know what to do, guys. Give me 2 minutes, and
the whole band's still playing like drums and saxophone. So now all the power's out, just saxophone and drums. Nathan starts surfing on like a surfboard. And then Shane comes like rushing back down all the way down the hill to the generator, fills it up.
Yep, filled her up.
They got it back going, did Radar Love, and burnt down the house.
It was cool. it was a good best man moment of feeling like I helped save the day. You know, it was one of those good ones.
Hell yeah.
Glad you were up there, man.
I can't believe if the Jenny would have rolled, it would have been gone. If it doesn't hit the barn, gone.
Dude, the grade of that hill all the way down to the Coronation Valley is like 1,000 feet down there. Unless it got wedged in a tree, like
the odds that we moved the trampoline in the exact right spot that it hit is like, and because the trampoline is just a few little poles, like it could have even almost gone in between the poles, but no, it hits
for how bad it went. It went really well.
Yeah.
But yeah, now we're back to reality, and man, let's get into Tyler Higham on fire year right now. Can we talk about winning $75,000 in 2 wakeboard contests, dude? This is like,
it's wild.
This is wild, Ty. How does this happen,
dude?
Did you see? Was this on the horizon? Like, did you know these other two that
we knew? Like, if there's 2 events you want to win, it was these 2 this year for sure. Just because you want the money, right? And just to clarify, it was 65. Did do a little split on the second one with a few of the boys. So
fair enough.
It was a winner take all contest. Like we were coming straight from a pro tour. Like we all kind of wanted to walk away with a little something. And definitely like once I got there, I realized like I would happy enough just to come for free because the event was so fun and everything. But tried to play it smart, but stoked to win them both for sure. I mean, insane. That's so much.
Damn, dude.
Definitely needed it. So, yeah.
So out of the 65 that you won, how much of a bar tab did you?
Well, the first night the first contest at Wakefest, like I don't know. Like we just kind of like I didn't really look, but definitely just like tried to buy everybody drinks and everything.
Because typically y'all do split that they call it 10%. Right?
I mean, yeah, so, that's kind of just like what it's going up to.
Yeah,
but like it definitely wasn't 10%.
No,
like,
well you won
$50,000.
Yeah,
you can't do $5,000 like at a bar. Like that just like is pretty hard to do. Like believe it or not, it's hard to do. Like I think like Wakefest, like the bar tab was like 1,000, maybe 1,500.
Yeah, dude,
and then took the boys like we always. The last like what is it 4 years now or maybe 5 years now we've always gone. There's this Buffalo Wild Wings right by my parents' house, and ever since Kai won it the first time, we've gone there the next day for dinner, like lunch or whatever it is,
and just blow it up.
Yeah, we went pretty good there, and the boys were creating some crazy drinks. It was fun, mixing beer with Jaeger and Mountain Dew.
Whoa.
Better than you'd think. Better than you'd think.
Beer, Jaeger, Mountain Dew.
Yeah, well, because Buffalo Wild Wings had this little like, poster. It's pretty good. Like they had this little like poster thing. It was like Mountain Dew and beer. Forget what it was called. And then Sam was like going broke. He was having a sick time, and, like even at the pool before we even went home.
Oh yeah.
And then he just like he's like, I want that, but put a shot of Jaeger in it. Like I want something broke. And then we tried. We're like, so not bad. Not bad.
I remember there was a moment where I put Red Bull in Budweiser, and I called it a Redweiser, and it was nice. It's not bad.
I feel like you just drank that because the name was like.
It was like I was like, okay, that seems like a good combo. It was a bad combo, but yeah.
But yeah, and then Wake Point, like they're like also like a marina on the water there in Texas, and he like he shouted like all the whole bar tab there. Like we were just like had wristbands getting free drinks there, which was like insane. Like shout out Wake Point, like that was sick.
Yeah, no doubt.
Like,
dude.
another like contest, like bringing in like a big bag for us. Awesome. It's so sick. And then like
and he did
they
that on the
also-
Sunday after Pueblo, the pro tour
Yeah, exactly.
that we were
the
at. 'Cause
Sunday, yeah.
And then I flew
We
out
were able to come straight. Yeah. So you went to Radar. I
Right.
went straight to Wake Point and then flew to Radar. But and
with,
then
with an extra $25,000 or give or take.
give and take, But yeah, and then like they rented us a massive Airbnb on the lake, like on the comp site, pretty much. So it was like it's got a pool. We were living pretty lavish there for the night.
How many?
like,
Yeah, so you all
we
are
all
like staying
like the whole
had your own bedroom.
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
thing.
Everybody had a bed. Like it was insane. Like the whole contest got put up. Like in the pro.
Who got the
divisions.
master? Who got the bump?
I'm not sure. I had a bunk bed. I got there a day late because they did a normal contest on Saturday. So
Fair
I
enough.
just we got in at 2 a.m. I just grabbed a bunk bed that Luca showed me was ours, and then we slept. Woke up at like 9, rode at 11. Bang.
Damn.
It was sick, and then started sending.
Shane, can you imagine winning $75,000 in 2 wakeboard contests? I was telling Ty the other day that I was like,
He called me
Ty,
after.
Yeah, I was like, do you know how many contests you would have to win in like 1999 to
Seriously.
make $75,000? I mean, we did have like a gravity games, which was like 10, maybe
Yeah.
20.
Maybe 20.
at
There's,
the-
I don't think we ever got above 20, but there would
X
be a
Games
few.
is usually 10. Maybe gravity games was 20.
There would be a few like 10s and then a 20. And, I think even like the Vans Triple Crown I won, I think I was 15. But that's like insane.
But that's
money
what I was
after
telling Ty.
tons.
I was
Yeah.
like, dude, I would have to win every pro tour stop for like 2.5 years to make $75,000.
Very thankful for Wake Fest. Very thankful for Wake Point. Like,
Yeah.
insane.
Shout out
Like,
Wake Fest. Yeah, shout out
Wake Fest.
dude.
That's my favorite event. I love that event. A little country music.
I love it. It's a good one
it's
to
the
go
best
to,
vibe.
man. Yeah.
That's the best event.
What
of
do
the
you
year
think
for
it
sure.
is about Wake Fest in that format? That like, because what's the count? Like, I think La Familia has won 6 out of 8, or like
We're
7
5 in a row, 5 out of in the last 8 years or something like
five
that.
in the last 8 years.
But 5 in a row, so that's pretty
So
sick.
this is we've talked about this on the Banter before, but this is a little bit different format than normal. This is for $50,000 or sometimes $25,000, but it's winner take all. There's no second place. The guys only get 4 tricks, but the biggest thing about it is that they're not able to watch each other go. So they actually put them on a houseboat around the corner, shut all the blinds, turn on the music so you can't hear a crowd or announcer or anything. So the guys go out into it completely blind. But this is allowed for like La Familia and sometimes a lot of underdogs. Like you're not an underdog anymore, but like, but like Gunther won it for one of his first time. Ollie won it a long time ago.
Yeah.
And then Kai, Ulf, and then Kai won it again, I think.
Ulf won it again.
Ulf won it again. Yeah.
I
it's
won
just-
it at
but
25
it's
and
just
50.
really wild how this contest curates this like weird kind of like result.
It's crazy.
Kind of like,
yeah,
and
no.
like-
Because everybody's just got to go hard, right? And it's like there's no second place. Like second's the same as falling first trick, right? So it's like everyone kind of just like you don't go like as hard as you could possibly go because the conditions and everything. You want to play it kind of smart, but you come up with a line that you think's the best, and you get jet skied out to a little pontoon boat, and
Is that
the
what
boat's
your,
waiting for
is
you?
that what
Yeah.
your head was at? You're on this one this year. Was it you? Are you thinking about going about like 75, 80% hard like on your night and not going
Yeah.
like 90? Once you get to like 85, 90, you're almost risking falling, kind of like
Exactly.
like
No,
formula?
100%. Right. So it's like, I definitely like came up with my run. I was like,
Walk us through the run, like kind of like the 4 tricks that you.
so
you did.
like double cab is like a staple. Like you have to have a double, and then 0, I was a little bit worried about, just because rollers, like if you don't pop right, don't get the right
and
tension.
you laced that one pretty.
Yeah,
damn
it
good.
did. It came around a little late, but
Little
we got
late.
it done. Well, didn't put a hand down. And then cab 9, KGB 5. So as soon as I landed, I went second off the dock. So like there was just like no knowing, And then I was like, okay. I left the door wide open. Like I was not confident in that run. I'm not gonna lie.
Second
Like,
off the dock, back in the water. You're not.
I'm
you don't
back in
feel
the water. I
comfortable.
got a cooler in my lap, like full of beers, and like felt like the more beers I drank, the more sober I got, and the more nervous I got. Like it was insane. Like watching, because there was like 32 or 34 riders. Like I was so like nervous. Everyone talks about like going like first or second's the best. Not if you put down a run. Your heart is going through some stress.
But you get to watch everybody after.
Yeah, because you're just like there's a massive flotilla that you're just vibing
And do y'all
at.
come back and talk about it and go,
Oh,
what
yeah.
did you do?
Oh,
What did
yeah.
you do?
All
Like,
the
yeah.
riders like come
Yeah.
back to one spot and like are
Start
partying
judging
and like
almost, like-
yeah, it's like all right, like this is what I did. Like here's
good,
what I
you're
think.
good.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like
Or you're not
it was
good, or-
crazy. And then like once it all was said and done, I was like, holy shit! Like I don't know for sure because they don't tell you till you announce. But I was like, I've been doing this a minute. I'm an all right judge. Like we'll see what happens. Like I'm feeling all right now.
I feel like it's such a cool, creative idea of a contest of
it's the
not
best.
letting anybody
So
see
cool.
it. And it's like we've never done anything like that in the past. Like, I mean, I can't even think of another event like that there would be events that you might not be able to see everybody's full run.
There's been nothing like that in the past.
No, but you could maybe only see the first 2 or 3 trips.
Yeah, but by chance.
But by chance, like it would go around the corner or something like that. But yeah, there's nothing like where it's like go in blind completely and see what you can do.
I would think like going second off the dock, like you said, once you put down a run, then you're stressed out.
You're stressed,
but
yeah.
but at least
But no, better
but
than-
at least
yeah.
you're like keep in mind you're neck deep in the water at tubes. Like
Yeah.
Neely was there,
Yeah.
it was like awesome probably to get back in the water, watch all the guys kind of like go and kind of.
Oh yeah, like we were on a tube. I was like,
There's
I was just zoned
like
in,
1,000 boats all tied up together. It's the biggest party. So like not only are you doing 4 tricks for $50,000, but like when you stick it and you put it down and you get to go kick it back like with the crowd and everyone who got to watch you go, it's got to be way better than sitting on the houseboat
Oh
all
no,
damn
100%,
day.
100%. Yeah, you're right.
34
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, no. Well, that's the crazy part. Is like when everybody gets on the houseboat, they do like a little riders meeting and stuff, and then like once they leave,
What's
everyone's
the
just kind
vibe
of
like?
looking around.
What's the vibe like on
It's
the
like-
houseboat? Like
it's good,
after
like-
the writers meeting.
It's good. Like everyone's just kind of chilling, like halfway quiet. Some people are cracking jokes. You know, like normally we just like start.
Some
putting on,
crews
like,
are hanging
some-
together.
Yeah,
They start to get a
not
little.
like everyone's just kind of like. There's only like one living room, right? And it's a sick houseboat, but like you
And
can't.
you can't
like,
go outside really. or-
You can go outside. Like there's like a living, like there's like a back door like that you can't see or hear because the houseboat's parked so far away that like we were chilling on, just like had a little, like I knew I was second, so I like, you know, a little warm up, watching a couple YouTube music videos with the boys, you know.
Is that what you do? to get
Anybody
hyped
having
up?
beers?
I didn't have any beers, no.
But
I
are
don't
some
know.
of the boys having a few beers? Not
I
a
don't
lot.
think so.
Not a lot.
$50,000.
Okay.
I know.
No, there
I
ain't no
know,
beer.
but like I think
some of the
one
boys-
beer gets you. It's
some of the
like
boys
swing
before,
loop.
because
I
we
don't
don't
know
go
about
till like
this. This
one or
ain't bro
two.
stock.
We don't
It's
go
like
till like one or
swing
two.
loop,
So
though.
some people have a few beers for
Yeah,
sure
okay.
before we get on the houseboat. But like you
How
get on
they-
the houseboat,
how to go for
there's
them.
no phones.
Well, they
I
didn't
mean-
win.
There's no phones. Nobody can like go kind of do their own thing because like, you know, you don't have anything on you because you're never seeing that houseboat again until next year. So it's like, it's just kind of everybody together. And we're all just kind of looking around. It's like, holy shit, like somebody is about to be $50,000 richer. Like this is
Wow,
sick.
that's
like,
cool.
It's a cool vibe. Like there's no like tension. It's just like here we go. Like it's showtime. Let's do this thing.
And it's just that idea of it's not on anybody else. It's not competing. It's literally, can I go out there and make the tricks that I want to make? And then after that's done, it's out of your hands because you don't know what they did. They don't know what you did. I love that idea of just pick your
There's no like running into the
these
window.
4
Do you feel,
tricks.
do you feel like it takes that because you're sometimes you can get like you get like you're a super emotional rider. So like if you have a bad first trick or like a bad first run, sometimes you can get like shook. Do you feel like this format like almost doesn't let you get in your head as much and you can just go out there? You're not watching. There's no real dramatics.
Yeah,
It's
I
like,
mean,
it's
I
just,
don't-
It's just you.
Yeah,
kinda
yeah.
like-
I've never thought about it like that, but like it definitely like probably right. Like I've never been able to win like an 8-trick line contest. Like
watching people go.
yeah,
before
watching
you,
people go before
thinking
me.
what
Like,
they're gonna do.
the
after
only
you.
events that I've won are I've won Wake Fest twice, Wake Point where you don't watch anybody ride, and then Pro Tour was all head to head, and that's like, you know, like I was second, so I got to watch, but it's only like one person, so and it wasn't an 8-trick line. It was just like 4 tricks and a best trick and a double up. So it's just like, yeah, I mean, probably like, you know, like I've kind of always said like my whole career, it's like king, like when the door's wide open, I'm the king of running into the window, you know, like I do that all the time. Like I beat myself a lot.
It's like a sliding glass door.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you can
exactly.
see that it's open. It looks like it's open, and then
Run- yeah,
something
exactly.
stops you.
Yes. So yeah, there's definitely something to that for the way that I ride for sure. You know, it's just like, all right, go do the tricks that I want to do at this particular event, and we'll kind of see how it all plays out. But yeah, I don't know. Super thankful for them. You know,
Yeah,
both
yeah.
those events are insane. You know, sick
Hell
time.
yeah,
Yeah.
they are,
It's
dude.
so good.
Count that, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it seems like that's a perfect like contest where you like double or nothing, like swing for the fences kind of like thing. to where,
Exactly,
like,
right?
yeah,
Like you're either going to kill it or you're not. Like the Wake Fest after I won, you know, the next year I literally fell first trick, you know? So it's just like, it's just kind of how it goes. Like if you get the double up or not or everything like that. But no, it's sick. Like, cause at Wake Point, they put us around the corner. Like we couldn't see anybody either. Couldn't hear anything. Same thing, jet ski out. So it's like, probably like back to your point, like probably has something to do with it. Just going and doing me type of thing.
Well, maybe you could look at it a little bit more from a 3 event, kind of like keep it a little more professional, not be so put a much passion, and not be wear it on
not
your
try
sleeve.
to overthink it the whole time.
Overthink it. Be
Or
a little
maybe
bit more
just not
crucial.
watch anybody and
Well,
just
I
go
don't-
sit down
maybe
with a blindfold.
maybe just noise canceling headphones. He just has on a blindfold and he's just
Even at the Pro Tour.
Every Pro Tour.
Every person is
I
just
like
sitting
it.
there.
Hey, Worlds is this weekend.
He's
Maybe I'll
like
give
in
it
his
a
own,
try.
he's in his own tent, and then as soon as it's like somebody just opens up, it's time, and he just boom comes out.
I'm thinking almost like a shoulder mount with like a whole box area to where he's like killing it. He can like bring in his phone. He can like check his thing, but it like you can't see
Can't see
anything,
anything, yeah.
and you're like just cruising with this huge box blocked in, blacked out. I mean,
But like, I don't know, like it's
that
hard to
sounds weird,
say,
but when
right?
you-
Because like I don't change my run in the final no matter how anybody else is riding. So it's like, I think, I don't know. I just got lucky at the right events, I guess. you know?
maybe that's what it is
Yeah.
too. Maybe you got that clutch gene, to where like that big money harf.
Yeah,
Kinda like
I
that.
was
That's what
gonna.
Paul was
I
telling
actually
me.
was going to say I don't think we can call him Big Money Harf anymore. I think it's Big Money Ty or Ty Dollar Sign. It's
I mean, Danny was one of
no, Danny's the original. Of course, we're not going to take the name away from him, but he's definitely one-upped it, and it could be. I know somebody already raps with this name, but Ty Dollar Sign has a.
Yeah, Paul was telling me about Double Digit Dan. That was his nickname. Because
Yeah.
he would always, if the contest was double digits, you knew he was probably going to win it.
Yeah, Big Money Harf would show up, and it would be like these things too, where you're like Dan was notorious for almost falling on his first trick or butt checking really bad to the point where everybody on shore that knew, you're like, damn, this is where he gets up and murders,
laces it,
murders,
and it's just like it was always this thing of Dan
stole about $40,000 in my career from me from the big money, on the big money contest, because a lot of these ones he showed up at the last second. I was getting second or third.
yeah. And
So Danny, you can Venmo me.
But yeah, Dan was clutch in those times, just like we were saying.
Do you think
whenever the money's on the line, you follow through.
Yeah.
Do you think do you realize that obviously you realize that the money's on the line and it is different than a Pro Tour? Do you think that, I mean, and the format may be a little bit different, like swing for the fence, but do you feel like you can, like, when it really truly comes down to it, back against the wall, when you do, like, can you feel like you have that throttle that you can get to, like, maybe?
I mean, yeah, like I try to just like, I know what you're saying.
It's crazy
like,
how you've won the two
yeah.
biggest money events, and then you really haven't done that great on the Pro Tour.
Well,
or
that's
some of
what
the
we
other
were
ones.
saying.
Like,
It's like me and Sam on the way to the airport, he was saying, he's like, dude, it's crazy. Like, you've had technically like your worst contest year to date, but also like your best when it comes to like counting
Financial.
dollars.
Yeah.
So it's like, he's like, that's crazy. And I was like, yeah, I don't know. I guess we've just gotten lucky, but you just kind of think of it like, it's always on yourself, right? But like, you can't watch anybody. You just go and like, you put together like 4 tricks in a line, and like Wakefest, I practiced that line a couple times, but Wake Point, I didn't even know what I was going to do as far as tricks until the day of. Like, I just kind of came up with that line, didn't practice it, and then hope for the best, and then got it done, I guess. But you just kind of, I don't know, like, I've always really liked money. Like, money, I've always been attracted to that. So maybe that's something.
well, you got a lot of things on the line now too. You're a new homeowner this year, so you just bought a house, all of La Familia, and we had I think when we had Sam and Luke on here, but even when we had Mossy and Donnie on here, you just bought the house.
Yeah.
And y'all are just moving in. So it's like,
Oh, I was super stressed in April. Like April and May, I was like freaking out. Like I've never trained so hard to get ready for a season in my life. And then like I broke my ribs. So that was sick. But like
at
I
Double
don't
or
know.
Nothing.
No, that was like I re-injured them like right before Masters. Like that's why I couldn't go to the first Pro Tour.
That was the double.
Yeah, you were in the
KGB. I
boat.
was
Yeah, you were in the boat.
that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, I just gave a contest for that. And just like, I was like kind of freaking out. But all year, like we were kind of saying, like, imagine like, because this is first year at Wake Point, we're like, imagine if someone wins them both. Like that'd be crazy. Like that'd just be nuts. And then like, that's kind of why like I'm the one who came up with the idea of like the little split thing with everybody, you know, like
How
I
much
hit
did you
up
split? Would you?
So
you
like,
split it? You're like the.
I on the way home from Pro
props to
Tour.
usually the person who's going to take down the event for all the people listening. And from what I've witnessed of these splits, Phil Sobin was never trying to split. the event. Like usually Rusty wasn't trying to. Like back when and that was when the splits kind of like started happening. The Aussies loved the split because they had a lot of like.
I was always down for a split.
had a lot of
if I
heads in
made
the
finals, I'd be like, boys, gather up. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this.
Shape's pouring on thick.
But yeah, no, like we were in the car driving to the airport at Pro Tour, and I asked, like, we were with, like, it was me, Max, and Nano, and Sam. And I was like, boys, like, should we do a little split thing? And then we, like, Luca and Shishi were already there. So we hit them up. It was like, if, like, the winner gets whatever and then gives $1,000 to all the boys. So it was like, winner gets 20 and then $1,000 to the boys. So it's like 20 and then 5 total. And then right before I was walking down, I was like, Gunther's been on fire all year. So I looked at him and I was like, Gunther, you down to do like a 20 and 5 split here? And he's like, yeah, I'm down. We shook hands. And then I landed my tricks. I was like, shit. Still 15. But yeah, I was just like, I don't know. I wanted to walk away with something. Because also in my head, I'm like, what are the odds I win them both? Like, it's
no,
so
for sure.
low.
That's
like,
a great.
The 2 biggest money events of the year. Like, what are the odds? You know, like I just did so bad in the final.
And Gunther's a good one in that.
Well, that's what like kind of was like made me okay with giving him 5. Is like at the end of the day, he got second. So if I did fall, would have walked away with something. You know, like wasn't bad.
Right.
But yeah, definitely like there was a couple people who were like, "You're an idiot." But, you know,
no, but I bet
for the boys.
For the boys, you know, like
that's what I'm saying.
Support,
when it comes from
you know,
the top,
for the wakeboard economy, you know, it's
when it
not
comes
bad.
from the top, and it's not
Somebody can't take it all.
It's really cool. Like I feel like when you come to Shishi and Nano, and they're like, but that, and you
well, they can do it. Like I watch them ride every day at home, and I'm like,
the winner still gets a majority, but like I mean, you still split up a good bit between the.
Yeah, I mean, want to walk away with something with those winner take alls, right? Like they're hard, you know. It still costs money to get there and everything, rental cars and stuff like that. So,
but honestly, cool. if I was Gunther and you came up to me and you already had won, you know, like Wakefest, and he's like,
been on fire too.
Yeah,
like,
I know he's been on fire. But if Ty comes up to me and goes, "Hey, winner gives the other one," I'm like, I'm in. Yeah, of course, I'm in. Like, we both have a good chance at this. Like I'm in. Like. But that's good.
But there was some crazy riding. Like Nick put down, or like, because I went, like Corey went first, but then like I guess nobody really put down anything crazy after Corey. He did like 3 doubles and a 10, and then I went, did my run, and then like I watched Nick go, I watched Gunther go. I didn't get to see Luca go, like, but apparently he put down a run as well. And I was just like, Gunther rode and Nick rode, and I was like, this is close. Like, this is crazy. This is not like Wakefest.
This
like,
is one in Texas. Yeah, this one in
like
Texas.
Wakefest, I was like pretty confident. Right now, I'm shitting my pants. Like, this is close. But, you know, worked out. So I was stoked.
That's sick. That's so good.
Yeah, you seriously might have to go blind on all the.
Yeah. But I have a bandana from your wedding. I'll put that on for Worlds next
Or
week.
we'll build you like a banter studio box that it's just this big old box that hangs around, you know, and it's like you can like, you know,
get to run this by his team.
Hey, you know what? What I was thinking? The PB is it would actually be fun to go to Wakefest and do a podcast in the houseboat with everybody before they're all riding and asking everybody, get that hype going, be there,
let people feel the tension, dude.
Yeah. I love that.
And let them see what that's like, because it is a
because there's always like 5 minutes,
and we just walk around
minutes.
with a couple mics and kind of just like a free floating cam. Yeah,
you could like. Fun. There's always like 5-10 minutes, like kind of in the beginning, where you cut that tension with a knife.
I've always been curious about that because
some people like take a nap, like if they're later, they don't like nap, but they just kind of like chill. Like I was second, so I like.
What is it? 2 hours it's like
an hour and a half, 2 hours if you're in the houseboat. So like going in the beginning is definitely like beneficial because you're not just like sitting there for so long. Like they have like waters and anything you need
shrimp
on
cocktails.
Don't know about that.
You don't want shrimp cocktails in Tennessee.
yeah. But no, it's a cool feeling. Like once you get on that houseboat or like even like on the pontoon ride over, it's like it always hits me like totally different feeling. Like I even like, you know, like we party the night before, like stay up till 2 a.m. I woke up at like 7 a.m. just like out of bed, just like holy shit.
Let's go.
I could win 50 grand today, or I could blow it. You know, like here we go. Like this is insane.
50 grand is so crazy. It's wild.
It's an insane like
4 tricks.
You don't realize it until like when you like are holding it or like they call your name, like even like, you know, it was my second time, like still just like speechless. Like I didn't know what to say. I was just like,
how many times have you won it?
2, but the first time was 25 during like COVID
So
times.
you've won 75 grand from
Wakefest. Yeah, we've done a calculation. It was like,
What's that break into? Yeah, that's like almost like 25 grand a trick or something, huh?
yeah, well, if you do that, no, well, a little less because it's technically 8 tricks, but it's like 12.5K every time you land for the 50.
12.5K every
every
if you
time
win
for the 50, yeah.
Right.
But then like, well, Kai's won it, so that's 25. Then I won it. Now we're at 50. Then Ulf won it. Now we're at 75. And then Ulf won it again at 50. So that's 125.
Yeah.
And then I won it at 50. So we're at 175 just on the shootout. But then like Massey's won it. Sam's done really well at that event a few times. Like we've all like, they pay out like to pretty deep in the 6-man final. Like it's still like 750 if you get 6. So it's like, we're damn close to like 200 racks just at Wakefest between all the boys, which is
Damn,
insane.
dude, that is wild,
It's
dude.
insane.
That's
I
cool.
love
La
that.
Familia showing up.
Nano won it this year. You know, that's another 7.5 added on. Like, it's insane. That kid, by the
Nano-
way, is
yeah,
insane.
Nano
So,
is
like,
bonkers,
shout
dude.
out Nano because he
Yeah.
is 16 years old, absolutely, like, rips. He's like...
That Crow 7 to the flat.
Crow
that
7
he
to the
just-
flat's insane, but I think he's the youngest person to win a pro event since Harley. He's 16. He's not 17 yet. Like, he's 16 years old. Like, I don't know. Like, after Harley.
Well, I mean, I was winning some pro events.
No,
before.
since Harley.
Oh, since Harley?
Since Harley.
Yeah, I was going to say Phil
He's-
7. Yeah. But yeah, that was
Yeah,
before
no.
Harley.
Harley
yeah, you're
Harley's
right. Yeah,
after
you're right.
Phil
Oh,
and you.
you're right.
Like,
you're right.
since Harley,
Yeah,
he's
good
the
point.
youngest person to win, I think. And
Damn. Yeah,
he's
no,
good.
he's-
he's legit. He's got style. He's got all the bangers. He cares. Like, that
Good
kid's
kid,
dope.
too.
Yeah,
And
super
and
good kid.
Yeah.
I was going to say that there's that 2-trick line that he posted or somebody posted of it. It was the Crow 7 into the flats, and then I think what it was it right
Double
behind?
mob off the...
double mob.
Yeah.
Those were like
Insane. One
insane
set,
bangers,
yeah.
and like it looked like it was easy for him. You
Yeah,
know,
I
like,
wasn't on the boat that set, but like I literally was like walking like something down to the dock as I got back, and I was like, "How's the sesh boys?" And Dan was like, "Dude, double mob first time, like I'm stoked." And then like I saw the Crow 7 too. I was like, "The Crow 7 to the flats is ridiculous."
That was ridiculous.
That's ridiculous.
That
Really?
was bolts.
Well,
Like,
coming back from Wake Point, he was like in the car. You know, it's like 5 a.m. Like I'm driving the car, and he was like, "Boys, do you know what I think's possible to the flats? Is Crow 7 to the flats." And I was like, "Try
What?
it now." I was like, "That's insane."
yeah, do it when you're 16.
I was like, "Try it now." I was like, "Well," I was like kind of telling him, I was like, "Hey, like I'm 26 now. Like,
I'm
don't
not-
hold back on like trying new tricks or waiting for the right time.
Good call,
Just go
Ty.
and do the trick. If you think you can do a trick, go and try it now because
Love it.
like time, like there's tricks that I want to do that now I'm like,
I say that
damn,
all the
maybe I
time.
like
Very
left,
well
like
said.
maybe I left that one out or something, like waiting for the right moment. And it's just like, if any wakeboarder out there, if you think you can do a trick, go try it tomorrow. Like don't waste your
I've
time.
told writers this for years,
Yeah.
and like I feel like because what frustrates me the most is like when I see a writer that's capable of a trick. And I used to give Steele, he talked about on Grab Matters and stuff, and like how much I would give him shit for not doing doubles, and it would only piss me off because I knew how capable he was of doing doubles, and so it's like, and what's crazy is like I've asked him, I was like, "Oh, I want to try this." Like, have you ever tried it? They're like, "No," and what happens is that they try it. And they land their fucking like third one.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, so you've been wanting to do this for 2 years. You've thought about this so long ago. You've never tried it because you never just take a chance to squeeze the throttle and you made your third one. You could have made this 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's
You
just
could have
like,
already been-
like Ty, but what Ty was saying, you got like if you think you can do it,
Do it.
go and do it.
Yeah.
Because father time is real. Like the older you get, you do not want to try bolter shit. Like you don't there's your throttle like when you want to get on
you run out
it
of
gets
you
harder.
run out of gears.
And but dude, when you're on top of your game, when you're 16, 18 to 21, 23, 4 years old, like that's like if you're feeling it, give it because like
And it's that
Try-
idea too that it's like if you are already visualizing it, that's almost most of it. Like you are already almost
Well,
there
we
because
all
it's not
know.
like you're trying to figure out how to do something. You are like you already have mentally got through it,
Truly
and you're
see
like,
it.
I know I could get, like you said with the Crow 7 out into the flats. Like if he thought about where that second pool comes from, and he's like, if I can get to this point, then I can get that 7. And I will already be out in the flats and tight line, good tension. You know what I mean? And it's like, once you've already thought about it, that's like sort of, you know,
that's a hard
big,
part's done.
It's a big
Yeah,
piece
it's like-
of the pie right there. Like,
if you truly feel like you can do it, and just isn't pros, this goes for anyone on any scale of wakeboarding, from back rolls to or any, not just wakeboarding. This goes for like
this goes anything. If you're already thinking about it and you've already done the visualization of what's going to happen, and if you can get there, that's like hard. That's harder than fabricating something out of nowhere and being like, oh, I'm going to do something that I've never thought of. If you've already thought about it, and
it's just crazy. You've never tried it? Oh, try it. And you make your second one, you're just like,
yeah.
And as a competitive wakeboarder, you're trying to get better and better. And it's like, dude, all you had to do was try it a couple years ago. And even if you didn't see it, even if it wasn't as clear back then, you could have tried it and been like, okay, it is possible. Not right now. Yeah. You feel it.
Yeah.
Like the first time I tried a double half cab roll, it was at a nighttime double up contest at like, I forget the name of it. It was the one in East Orlando. It's on the lake. Oh,
I don't remember either.
Yeah, one big beautiful bird. But anyways, it says O-Town.
O-Town.
Yeah.
So like that, it was on that little lake, and I remember I had a couple beers that night. There was a keg going, but I remember you only got one try, and I was like, I'm not trying to make anything. I'm not trying to win this. I'm throwing a double half cab roll for the first time in front of a lot of people when my heart's pumping.
You know you're going to go for it.
The crowd's there, and I can know it, and I'm just going to throw it. And I went in and I hucked it and I over-rotated it.
Oh, shit.
And me over-rotating it, coming out of the water, I was like, in my mind, I have already
won
made
the contest.
It.
You won.
Yeah,
I was like,
this is it. I can do this.
Yeah.
And I went back the next day. Shout out Chris Wyman. I made the third one that I tried back in Lake Alfred the next day.
Yeah. And that's what, and even if you do that and you try it immediately and it even takes you that, let's say 10 times to make it, instead of waiting for another year to try something, by the time you can try it in a year and you've made it a year ago, you can be adding another 180 onto it. You can be up in this thing, grabbing it better. You know what I mean? But if you procrastinate and don't try it until you really think that you're on it,
fear is real. Fear is real.
Fear is real.
And the longer you think about the trick, the more scary it gets, right? Like if you're in bed at night and you like feel it or visualizing it, like where the tension's gonna set, like all that stuff. Like when it comes to this level of tricks, like the Crow 7 to the flats, right? And it's like, if he thought he could do it, it's just like, dude, go and do it. And literally, like while we were at Radar, he went back to Italy, and I saw him post it that he landed it, and I was like, my man, like that is insane. Like, good for you. Like
I loved on his double mob too that he made. He lands, goes for a second or two, and then you see the bang. But he rode it out long enough that he was like, I can't claim it, don't claim it, don't claim it. Claim it. It was. But it made it look like it wasn't his first one. It was just made it look like he was like stoked.
Yeah, I really love the claims that like when you pull tighter instead of explode. Like a lot of claims are, I mean, and to each his own, and they're all like super on the fly and emotional. So I'm not like, but I really like the ones where you like you sit and you just go, oh yeah,
I just did that. Like, yeah.
It's more internal than external. You're like.
Yeah,
it slowly becomes more external, like as time goes on. Yeah,
for sure. That's good.
You just try that shit, man. Hug it.
Yeah,
you never know,
man. I miss the feeling of not only trying tricks but landing a new trick. Like that was one of the best feelings.
Oh, there's no better high.
Like, and it'll be something that I'll have forever. You know what I mean? But knowing that feeling of making it and being like, whoa, like that we thought it was possible. You know what I mean? Like I remember Toback 7 whenever I made it out in Orville, like it was cool because I was with a bunch of people, houseboats were there, like, and I made this and it wasn't very clean at all. I back checked it, but I still made it first Toback 7. But I remember being like, yes, like that was so crazy just to be able to do it in front of everybody and step it up and like just that feeling of making a new trick is the best.
And I think that like, I mean, and you're talking about inventing a trick, and I think that has a certain, but it goes for just like anyone landing their first, any trick. And a lot of times, like
I've heard you say this.
Yeah. I've taught so many people, and like anytime, one of the greatest feelings I've ever experienced as wakeboarding is seriously because like I know what it felt like to land my first flip on water, and it was actually on a kneeboard. The first time I actually did a flip.
Really?
On it, yeah.
I thought it would have been trick ski.
Peter Fleck Ski School down in shout out Peter Fleck. But yeah, I was down there barefoot, and I was just like, I tried it on a kneeboard, but I actually landed a roll. But and it goes for the same on a trick ski wakeboard. It felt the same dopamine is real, and like. But what I was saying is like anytime when I'm coaching to watch someone land their first flip and like, dude, it hits a chord in you that like reminds me of that Peter Fleck day or like whatever it is. Like you're just like when you see someone land their first flip, it ain't even sometimes if trick they're working on like it's not necessarily the first flip, but like any trick they want to get but usually it's the first flip. They've never flipped ever.
Oh, it's
and
the
you
best.
And you land it and they go.
They can't figure out the feeling. Like that's the first time
It
they're
is so
experiencing
warm,
it. They're
dude.
like,
It is.
I did it. And it's just so genuinely
magical,
amazing. Dude. Yeah. Somebody's first flip is.
What was your first flip, Ty?
Hillside back roll, Lake Shasta.
Oh, back roll, huh?
There we go.
Hillside back roll.
A lot of people go tantrum.
on a wakeboard?
I know. Yeah, wakeboard, hillside back roll. First trick.
Nice.
What was
That's good. Mine was the toe side front roll. Oh, no, toe side back roll.
Toe side back roll to the bubbles.
To the bubbles, probably.
Yeah,
Yeah, toe side back roll.
What about you, Peeps?
It was the kneeboard roll first. That was the first time I did it, and then I think trick ski like hillside back roll, wakeboard hillside back roll.
Yeah,
I could do like 3 flips on a trick ski, and you know about some trick skiing nowadays. We put in some time episodes. We'll get in this, but yeah, I could do like a lot of the other kids were like, and when I was 12 years old, and boys too, like everyone was really good at like doing toe passes and my toe tricks. I could only do toe back, toe front, and I would take it off, but I would start flipping. I could do like hillside back roll, toe side back roll, and like a front flip.
Yeah,
but there was like really. I think maybe Jimmy Seamers could do a flip, but there was really no one else at that age that like was doing flips at the time. So our runs look completely different. Our hand passes look the same, and then our toe passes they're doing like 30 toe tricks.
Yeah. No, and then that's exactly why as soon as he jumped on a wakeboard, he could do a flip basically like right away, and it was like. I think this is what he's sort of
after you could do like 3 flips at like 12 years old on a trick ski, which is like no fins, way smaller surface area, all rail control, all really small wake, low toe. So you're like, I learned the fundamentals of like rope tension and kind of like all this kind of like stuff on trick skiing to where I got on wakeboard and the wakes get bigger and then the pole gets up,
the skylon,
and then
you
the
got a
surface
skylon.
area gets bigger. Like you can. Yeah, it felt like wakeboarding was like almost cheating compared to trick skiing at that time.
I remember my first flips. I was trying toe side front roll, heel side back roll, and toe side back roll, and was getting close on all of, but was not making it. And it was just kind of like, well, go out for a set and you just try like 3 of each, and one of these days it's going to make it
one time.
And. Like I even can visually remember the video because somebody was videoing in the boat, and I had on like spandex shorts, but then like short little basketball shorts on over it, and I landed and just started bunny hopping and was just bunny hopping and shaking like this for so long. It was good.
We got to find a.
It would be
we
cool
to start
to find
digging
that.
this up.
Yeah,
I want to.
Mom's got the VHS. This is just a matter of if they're playable.
VHS is from like the 90s and stuff. They're not aging well. That's why if you're sleeping on some VHSs at home, anyone listening,
it's that
try to digitize that as like it doesn't age well.
No, that tape is so thin that if it's not in climate controlled, basically climate controlled,
is that what you need to do? You need to like get it.
Like a lot of moms are getting like they're in such humidity that mold can get in there, and then it's such a thin thing that if mold starts hitting it, it can just sort of.
Can you clean it, or is it just like?
I don't know. Possibly.
But who's going to clean a bunch of VHS?
Especially when you don't know what's on the tape. You're like, okay, here's the tape, and it could just be a ski student for, 2 hours, and you're like, I just spent 6 hours and $100 cleaning like the wrong tape, So, but yeah, no, it's
no feeling like landing a new trick first invert, especially like it's fucking sick.
Yeah,
like love it.
What's the trick that you remember making besides your first one, but what was one that you were like, I can go pro. Like I am good. Like, you know, like almost like when you make a whirlybird or your first mob where you're kind of like, I'm better than like people around me or your average.
I never like had that moment because I've been asked like that before. It was always kind of just like, I grew up like always on the boat with my family. Like we didn't really do like a lot of vacations. It was just like pack up the RV, go to Shasta for a week. Like
from Bend.
That was from Bend, Oregon. Like that was our like vacations and stuff. Like we would do that multiple times a year. And then like I started doing like when I was like 8, like local contests, like the INT contest in California and stuff. My parents and me like became friends with like the Twelker family. And I don't know, there was never like a deciding moment because like I wasn't like winning any of these INT like grassroots events. It was just like Josh Twelker's dad, like Peter, like huge, like would not have happened without that family. Like they're one of the biggest reasons for my success is them. Like he invited me down to stay with them and like just kind of like stayed there for a couple weeks, learned some tricks and stuff. But like it was always kind of like, oh, well, like I'm living with like one of the best wakeboarders in the world, like the most stylish wakeboarder in the world. Like if I just like do what he tells me to do, there's like no, like I was just a little kid and just like, there's no reason I can't be. Like if I try hard enough, like you can do whatever you want, you know?
Yeah.
So it was just like, it was just kind of like all eggs in one basket. And then when I was 12, like they let me like pretty much fully come and live with them. And like I did like online school, like in their kitchen and like,
wow,
yeah, it was
that's
insane.
cool.
Like, it was
That's
the
really
coolest
cool.
way, like ever.
You truly
like,
got to chase your dream. From
Yeah, like
12
I
years
fully
old, you're like,
got to chase
you
my
could do
dreams.
this, but you got to study. You got to practice, and it made you like a little mini career. At that point,
Well,
right?
like and just like getting to see because like Josh at that point, like when I moved in, was like already getting photos with Alliance and Wakeboard Mag and stuff like that. So like.
You probably got Rider of the Year around that same kind of like.
Yeah, like right as I was like starting to like kind of do 6 months Florida, 6 months California, he got Alliance Rider of the Year and like was just on fire. So like to just like grow up around like watching him and Trevor like go on shoots with Rodrigo and me just being the flag boy, like not shooting, just like waking up at 5 a.m. just to like be a part of that. Like I learned so much just like being on the sidelines, like being on the bench, just like this is what I want to do. Like look at this. This is so sick. Like Josh going away for 3-4 days every weekend to somewhere cool or something like that. Like I remember when he got to go to a shoot in Scotland, I was like, man, like this is the life. Like I want
You're
to do
staying
that.
back. You're
And Josh's dad's towing me and
wanted.
doing all that. And I
Yeah.
was like, I don't know. Like it was such a cool way and like could not be more thankful for the Twelker family to do all that for me.
That's a cool one. And to follow that and to watch Twelker in that era, like, and just probably watching him even grow into that era. Cause you were like,
because he was 17
like,
when I moved in with him.
Dude,
so like
Twelker, he's one of the, you know, there's a handful of riders, but he's one that I would have loved to like shoot more. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
just like hang around.
I never
He's such
got
a
to
nice and like cool guy.
Yeah,
like
I've
so chill.
I've gotten to hang out with him a little bit, but never like on a long time. You know, a few days style thing.
And he was probably like a little more
seemed-
quiet and everything.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, he's definitely just like knows what he wants and does what he
Nah,
wants. Like in my opinion, like one of the most like underrated like technical riders actually. Like he had some
100%.
crazy tech. Like what I saw
ultra
from him,
hyper tech, like almost just like the grabs and like the way
the grabs with the tricks, like is what made it
like,
tech. He wasn't doing like 10s and stuff like that,
No,
but like you know, like the way he was grabbing his Mob 5s.
And
like,
I think that's why he won Rider of the Year. I think
Exactly.
that really was
Yeah.
like, you see a lot of modern day grabbing kind of like, and spins kind of based off of some like
Well, you don't
stuff that Randall kind of did in the
Yeah.
beginning, and then but he kind of like reiterated kind of like.
I mean, if
kinda-
you're not winning contests and if you're not doing 10s and double flips and you still get Rider of the Year, that means what you are doing, you're doing it better than anybody else that's ever, you know what I mean?
Right?
Like the
Like,
way he can grab and do a trick.
I took so
is
much from him.
just the, you know.
His like knowledge of like how the wakeboard worked was insane. Like his understanding of how water and a wakeboard work, just like teaching me how to edge and everything like that was like, and fundamentals. He was huge on fundamentals. Like I like growing up, like he would make me do like 50 foot, like 65 feet, like whatever it was, no weight, cable board, backside 180s, toe threes for like 20 minutes.
Sick.
Just like that's it.
That's
I
why
hated
Tyler's
it.
like
I
so
hated
fucking
it.
bad.
Like it made it so much harder. But like
You learn
you
some
know,
weird
you
fundamentals.
learn, you
like
learn
some-
how to pop. You learn how to appreciate and use all the wake that it's got, right? And then like when it comes to the blind landings, like, dude, you guys both know there's nothing worse than doing a trick perfect in a contest and just barely like getting lazy and falling back on your heels.
Yeah.
Like that's the worst. So, or popping the handle, obviously.
Yeah,
No,
but like,
and then
it's-
that leads to that. Yeah,
yeah,
I love
exactly.
that. I love that you said like board knowledge and like the way the water and the board work, because for the longest time, like I always thought parks had like the most knowledge. Like nobody knew how things could work. Like when I say could work, that's like, you know,
Yeah.
like triple up whips and things like this, like things that he would do, and even spines or like different things Parks would do, and everybody would just be at all and being like, holy shit, like how are you, you know, how did you visualize that? And then after Parks, I was like, nobody spent more time on the water than Parks up until I thought Daniel Grant. And then Daniel Grant,
DG.
I see him do things that it blows my mind in the same way that it blew my mind with Parks. Whereas like he does things where you're like, he knows so much about it. It's just weird, you know. Like he doesn't.
it's almost like two different like kind of ranges too.
It's
to where
two
mine's
different
like, I'm like
ranges,
more
but
like
it's like-
I'm more like shaping water with boats.
You
and kinda
understand
like rope-
transition
Yeah,
crazy.
He knows
transition.
how the
And then he
board
does, like,
works
the board,
on the-
and,
yeah.
but also cable tension.
Cable
and kinda
tensions, yeah. Like when we were out at PAL, he doesn't ride boat. I don't know the last time he rode boat, but he went and did a boat set out at PAL, and he's doing big front flip to blinds out in the flats, just like hasn't even done a front flip yet, or hasn't, you know what I mean? Like
That's
he's
what
just
Mark
like,
Kenny used to
it's
do,
like
is,
one
the
of
old
his like
frontal blinds
three,
to the flats, like,
yeah,
good
and
cable,
it's just like
cable base kind of
cable base. Like let me just get this tension, blast that wake, and just I know how to get there, and like I don't know.
Kenny
but-
used to do an S-bend, fucking land and be all the way out to the side of the boat, like 90 degrees, and he would fucking do a front flip backside 360. Those were his first two
What?
tricks.
yeah.
Bro, it was like bonkers. He would like low tension this thing out 90 degrees to the side of the boat with all the speed from his S-bend and just like do this like
When
nollie kind of like low tension and
With
just
some
and he would
crazy-
and land with all the slack, and then he would just come back in toe side and fucking be ripping.
when Parks
like-
when Parks and Mark Kenny were riding at their like it was this moment of Parks that has been water skiing and wakeboarding forever and knows the boat, and then Mark Kenny that is like has been riding cable but is a genius with the board, and then they
Almost
were
like
riding together and
almost like a
competing
preset
together.
to like what Daniel Grant was. Like Mark Kenny was.
Yeah,
like
he was like the original youngest like Grom to come from cable, but knew it and could translate it into a boat. So he came over here to Orlando, and we met him in Australia and hung out. But he would come over here to
we
the
stayed
pro
with his
tours.
family, his mom. We hung out with
I
him the
loved the
whole time.
Kennys. They were great.
They're best.
But he was one that challenged Parks on, I'm not doing what you're doing, but I'm competing
Yeah, we're
exactly
competing.
with you.
Yeah, we're competing.
With my
And
influence.
it's not
Yeah.
like it would have taken somebody to water ski and wakeboard for as long as Parks to almost compete with him in that category. But Kenny's like, I got something completely different. Like I know how to do this. And it was wild to see this little back and forth because Kenny,
Shout out Mark Kenny.
Mark
dude. I
Kenny
miss
was
him.
like, yeah, it was
Passed away, I think 2002. I think.
I think it was around 2002. Yeah. But probably another one of those most talented boardsmen that knew, you know, like that Daniel Grant style, like we were saying, just knew
Just like you were saying
knowledge.
with Twelker, just knew the like the
Knew the
the
knowledge.
way of the
Understood it.
rails
Yeah.
and like knew every kind of like
Isn't just
variable.
learning a trick, actually knows how everything works before you're trying to make it work. You know, it was cool.
And I mean, what we just talked about is kind of like this goes into a Patreon question. And shout out all the Patreon members out there submitting some questions. We don't get a lot, but we could use some more if y'all want to keep on peppering them in there. But Garrett just like pretty much said, you know, what was it like being a Grom with the Twelkers and spending so much time at the Delta with Josh, Trevor, Derek, you know, all
Yeah.
the crew. You pretty much like talked about that, but maybe like
Yeah,
from
no, I'll
afar,
dive
what
in,
was
yeah.
like, yeah,
Like,
what,
I mean, I was just like, to start, like, I was just a little 12-year-old, little, like, Grom, little brat ass kid who just, like, you know, like, didn't know anything, just, like, wanted to be a wakeboarder, right? And then, like, getting to watch, like, Cook, Trevor, and obviously Josh, like, ride all the time and just, like, shoot and the way they went about. Like, Josh would, like, always mentor me about, like, where, if the chase boat's here, you do this trick here. If the chase boat's here, you do this. And, like, depending on the size, just, like, learning and then like watching and just like those were like some of the best times of just like driving, like once I got a little bit older, but just like or holding the flag, just being in the boat for those shoots and just like being on the bench watching and like just not even shooting, like didn't like no plans on it. And then like just watching them. And then obviously like Josh was like, just like literally just like my older brother, like growing up, like I lived with them for 6 or 7 years, and him just like, he's taught me everything I know how to do on wakeboard. Like I think there's like 3 or 4 tricks that I've learned that he wasn't there for. And that's like in the last like 3 to couple years, like even like all like my first like double mob, double KGB, like all those have been with Josh. Like, even though I lived in Florida at the time, like he's just been like a huge inspiration, just great, like life coach in general for me. And just like, none of this would have happened without being able to grow up watching them shoot with Rod or watching Trevor film them, and just like them just like, you know, harping on me, like telling me what I'm doing cool, what's not cool. Like,
what a good crew to have looking after you.
Insane.
Think about that. Like
Yeah.
Trevor,
Cook.
Trevor, yeah, Derek, and then Rodrigo, and
It's
then
such a good
and then
like-
Twelker. Like you, like those 4. Yeah, you're gonna.
that's what I was saying.
That's
I
why
was
he
like,
came out
there was
so
never
awesome
like
and,
there was
like,
never like a
like-
point where I thought I could be like, oh, I'm good enough. It was kind of just like, well, if I do what these guys do every day, like I'll get there. They're just older than me. That's the only reason I can't do the stuff they're doing. I just got to spend my time, like put in the work. And like, I was obviously like super motivated to do it. Like that's my dream. Like I'm literally living my dream, and so thankful for that. But like without their help and like, you know, Josh and his family, Trevor and Cook, like it would not have worked out. Like it's insane. Like just water time and growing up watching them shoot, like seeing like Josh and Trevor and Cook like always go on these like photo and video shoots like in Mexico or like wherever they were at. I was like, this is sick. Like that you guys are living the life. Like it is so cool.
How do you not have more style growing up? I'm just joking.
Well, that's actually
No, that's the next question Garrett asked is no, yeah.
No, but
No,
I mean,
I definitely,
RJ Flake actually. I mean, there's a lot of the Patreon questions were kind of based out like from the Delta in California, and RJ's like shout out RJ. He was wondering like, what's the hardest part about leaving the West Coast but still like holding it down for the WSR, and that could go from style or whatever, you know.
It kind of came down to like my decision was like I never planned to live in Florida full time, and then like those were the hardest phone calls I've ever had to make. By the way, like I've cried on the phone with Josh's dad, but like it was hard. But like I just had like I was moving here for like the 6 months of the winter. It just gotten sponsored by Ronix. Was hanging out at Lake Ronix all the time with all the whole gang. Like it was so much fun. It became April, and it was like time to either like pack up, go back to California, or stay. And like kind of had some conversations with people, and it like felt like the best thing for me was to just like hang around. If I wanted to like I love Ronix so much, and like have always like as soon as I got on the team, like just like felt that like connection that like it felt like the best thing for me was to just like stay, be going out to the lake, just like being like in contact with everybody instead of being like more integrated in with the family, right? And so it was like, and like just like the riding opportunity in Florida and stuff like that. It was a really hard decision. It was a really hard decision to make, and one that I definitely like think about more often than you'd know, like if it was the right decision or not. Like very thankful for where I'm at, but like it was a really like contemplated, like came out of left field, like didn't expect to just like stay, but I just kind of felt like for my career it was the thing. And then
for sure.
But yeah, like
but you kind of took a chance from the beginning, anyways. You left from Oregon, right, to go to California. You left California to take a chance. Like, it's like I think it was all kind of like
led up to be here, right?
Yeah,
I mean, like
kept taking
it's no secret that like the majority of the riders that are successful live in Orlando, and then also like, you know, this is 2017, 2018 when I moved here like full time. So it's like the whole like free rider, like not like doing contest thing, like was kind of slowly more and more becoming like less opportunities, less like way to actually make it in the sport. And so I just felt like
the magazines kind of started to
disappear.
Exactly.
It's like it was a hard time and still is, but like it kind of felt for me that like this was my best opportunity to actually fully live out my dream. But like I still think about it a lot. Like I fully bailed on the boys that taught me how to do everything, and like
but
I'm sure they believed in you. I don't think it.
And it's not necessarily having to be here in Orlando, but it's the camaraderie and the group of people that you can surround yourself with, that everybody is now competing and having fun to like pushing each other. You know, that's what like I think Pointless was great with when we would all get together. You know, it would be me, Parks, Danny, Watson, Chad, like everybody pushing, and you couldn't go out there for a set and just do whatever.
Yeah, no, everybody on the boat's a
wanted
top
to,
dog.
You
You
wanted
wanna
to
show
get
what you
some
got.
appraise from the boat. So that's
you get it with
that's what it
nowadays,
yeah,
probably. And then
yeah.
but when sets, I've seen like sort of some person goes out and kills it. Next one's like, all right,
All right,
Let's
yeah.
go.
All right.
Let's do this. Yeah, it's time to shred.
And not to say that doesn't exist elsewhere, but I think like just you're trying to take photos and video in Florida, but you're also trying to like get ready for a contest. So as maybe California, you were more or less shooting photos. Kind of, it was more, and I love what you said about like Trevor giving you the intel to like, he goes, hey, we're shooting right now, still photos, not or whatever it may be. He goes, the chase boat's here, the sun's there. Do this kind of trick, open like whatever. He's
know where
really
to put the board
really
in
put
your
the board,
hand.
really
Yeah.
put it in. But yeah, open like this shot. This trick looks better from behind.
Yeah,
this trick looks better from like whatever it may be. You don't really get that kind of intel from a lot of like. It takes a long time to kind of like
It does.
to learn that, and usually it takes a photographer. You doing a whole photo shoot and be like, yeah, maybe you should have. It takes some trial and error, but like. You
don't hide the board from the
camera.
camera.
You were shooting with some weapons down there, and Trevor's obviously a cinema photographer, and he knows.
Yeah, they understood it. Like
not only you're a
advice.
contest weapon, but you are I mean, you're from the West Coast, so you're obviously going to ride fucking sick. But like, you are aware of the camera, and you have like that kind of like. And if there's anything I can tell some inspiring wakeboarders, if you're being pro or doing photo shoots for the first time, be aware of where the camera is. Be aware of. If it's rough water and you have a calm spot, don't be fucking trying to make that wake even. Like go and do a trick. Do it. You don't have to do the hardest trick. Just do a trick that looks good for the camera. Sometimes, a lot of times, grabs look better than whirlybirds. You know,
Yeah,
like,
100%.
Obviously, but like I'm just
No, I mean there is something to say. Like you could learn a lot like from whenever you go back and look at your photos with the photographer, and he's like scrolling through and he's like, oh, this would have been great if I was on the other side of the wake, or if you were, you know what I mean? And then you realize, oh yeah, opening up my chest and facing the camera.
Yes.
Or even just like if it's the, you know, like even a simple method, if your handle's up here, you know what I mean? Like different little things of being aware of where the camera is, and you're not acting for it, but you're posing for that. So it's not like I'm going to do my trick and it's a bad photographer if he doesn't get the photo, because it's a back and forth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you have to know what they want and when they're going to pop, and you've got to be ready to pop whenever they're popping. It's just a bunch of popping.
yeah.
bunch of popping, dude. Just a bunch of popping.
I mean, in the same question, this comes from Ryan Shimabukuro. I always butcher that.
It's a hard one. It's a hard one.
But he's all the ones that you post, a lot of the old contests that you see on, like, was it
The Wakeboarding Hall of Fame.
Yeah. So he posts that. Shout out Ryan. Everything you do, digging through. He digitized his archive of this. But
I would actually challenge Tyler to think of a random contest and see if he doesn't have it on VHS or have it on.
But he's almost asking the same question. But what he's asking is, being originally from the West Coast and now living in Florida, would you say that your riding style reflects the West Coast, or has it transferred? Have you transferred more of an East Coast, more contest? Like how much have you let, maybe what he's saying is like this contest like integrate into like?
It's a good question.
Where's the line?
Where's the line? Yeah, I mean, I think it's a bit of both. Like, you know, sadly, I'll admit that I've definitely become more like contest motivated, like in the last few years for sure. But growing up, just like what I've always wanted to do was like, Josh always made like the most technical tricks look good. And so like growing up riding with Josh every day, and then like I also got a lot of inspiration from watching a lot of Rathy videos, and he made all the hard tricks look good. So that's kind of always the two riders that I've wanted to like, I thought were like super sick growing up, and to just like make the hard stuff look good. Like, cause I want to be a very technical, like high-end rider that has big tricks, but I also don't want it to look like shit. So it's like, just like make the hard stuff look good is like important to me. So, you know, that line is pretty thin for me, but I don't know where I'm at now. I guess all the fans and people can be the judge of that. But yeah, I definitely.
You're still doing it good, man.
I think there's something to say that you are probably the best West Coast contest rider ever, and that's like pretty cool to say. Like
I don't know. I have no idea about that. I don't know.
I can almost say I can't think of another one that's
but
like
I didn't stay on the West Coast.
No, but you are, but you have
No,
a
but
you have a
still
different
wear it.
style than even some of the, a lot of the other guys, and you can see that it is this West Coast style that has adapted into,
You're still an announcer. You film with the boy. You're. I mean,
Nah,
you double S.
And I lived there. For
you can
sure,
take the
and,
boy
like,
out of the
I'll-
West Coast, but you can't take the West Coast out of the boy.
All right,
You know?
I appreciate that for sure. Thank you. But yeah, I mean, I definitely don't know where I sit as of now. I'm sure it depends on who you ask. If you ask Trevor, he's gonna be like, no, he's a Florida kid now. But,
He's got to
just
do more
depends.
tuck knees. He ain't doing that. No, I'm just
That's one thing I can't figure out is how to do a damn tuck knee, dude. My knee
You gotta
always
sprain.
hurts.
You gotta sprain your MCL before. You
Okay.
do
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's definitely a tough one. It's
Yeah.
not everybody can do it. I think it's
I
like
just want to ride how I like to ride, and make the hard stuff look
it. Hey,
good.
do
and
tie,
that's- yeah.
tie, baby.
yeah.
Cook always did say that if you're doing a trick and it like you can't capture a photo, like when you're doing like photo and video shoot at the same time, if you do a trick and it can't be caught with a good photo, then why the fuck you doing it? And so,
I love some D Cook,
Yeah.
dude.
Shout
Cook
out
is
D.
so
Cook.
that was
I love
always
it,
cool
dude.
to hear. I definitely do tricks that don't look good in photos, like doubles,
Ty said doo-doo.
but
Oh, that's funny.
All right, man. Hey, thank you all the Patreon members out there subscribing, all the Top Shelf members. We're gonna do a spin to win here for a little La Familia little sweatshirt that we got
let's
going
do
on.
it. Yeah, we got
We're
a
gonna
little
do it right now.
Familia crew neck.
We're gonna take a little break, but just want to say thanks for all the Patreon members subscribing
questions.
and all the questions. We could use more. Bring it on.
Yeah.
Boom. You gotta time that snap, right, Shane?
Yeah. You,
All right.
you came in earlier than me, but I felt like there were still good snaps.
It's all right. We needed something to take the listeners and viewers' attention off of that shitty graphic that you put up for halftime. That was some shitty
I think
chat
it's a
GPT kind of like logo that comes up. I guess Shane, we
is-
got to change that.
it is a
It's
bad.
like the first take as your first prompt at a chat.
It was the
GPT
first
kind of
thing,
thing.
and you know what was funny is I have
horrible.
to keep cutting out the BONIFAY Banter logo because it doesn't say BONIFAY Banter. Like Chat GPT to fake. It doesn't say
that's what
BONIFAY.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm fucking talking about.
I know we're switching it. You guys will see. We'll get a new one.
All right, we're back in the second half with Tyler Higham right now. That was a fun first one. We got
That was
into
really
the
good.
nitty gritty of some wake shit right there. That was fun.
Love some good wake talk.
yeah, that was
you
good
know,
wake. We were
Solid wake.
waking. Yeah.
You know,
We're waking.
I really got like I wouldn't say emotional, but I really liked whenever we were talking about the first trick. Like I felt it. I felt it when I was like, oh man, like that feeling. It
does hit, man.
It
And
does.
It transcends. No one can withstand that. Like that
But
is.
any of the listeners that have made a flip before can completely relate. Like they're like, yes, I know that feeling they're talking about right now. Like
It is a wild one.
it is good. It's good.
But hey, we're gonna get the second half started off with a little spin to win for all the Top Shelf Patreon members out there. If you sign up to support the BONIFAY Banter and you're a Top Shelf member, we put your name on this wheel right here. And we got some names on here, and we give away random prizes every time.
Yeah.
With Tyler Higham being with La Familia. What do we got on the table, Ty?
We got the La Familia crew neck. It's funky. Snowboards made it for us. We designed it. It's sick. Like we'll put up a little thing for it here, show you what it
Put a
is.
little picture of it. But
DM BONIFAY Banter for
is it
your
cream- is
size.
this the cream
address.
one? Is this
Yeah,
the
it's the
cream one?
cream. Yeah, it's the cream one. No hood. Like,
Mossy gave me one of these, and
yeah,
they're nice.
it's
The quality,
clean.
the
The
quality
quality-
is nice.
Hey man,
Quality's
those Italians
nice.
make it right.
They really
It's
do.
nice,
Is
yeah.
that what the funky's from?
Yeah. They're from
So
Italy. Yeah, so that's a full like.
do they
massy
just ship you out
connection.
big box and then you ship
Yeah,
it
yeah.
out from like your house?
So like we're on their website as well. So they ship it out of their main website, and then they sent us a bunch of stuff. So like we just been doing a lot of hand to hand at like the contests and stuff like that, and it's been going super good. Like appreciate anybody that's ever bought anything. If you haven't, funkysnowboards.com. Type in La Familia, you'll find the line.
There we go, Shane.
Yeah.
Put up
I've wanted.
put up a link right here.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah. We'll see. We'll
If
see
you don't
all
see a
of
link,
it.
it's Shane's fault.
You'll see a link. I'll make sure of that. No, but what I wanted to say is one of the most impressive things that you did all year, and it was a lot of good wakeboarding, but the most impressive thing that I thought was you beating Kevco in a beer bong challenge because Kevco said, I'm going to buy a t-shirt, and La Familia had a deal that it was if you beat Ty in a beer bong? What is it? What was the
So like at the Groveland PWT, like I did horrors the day before, so I was drinking, and it was like, if you can beat me in a beer bong, you get a T-shirt for free. If you lose it, you got to buy it for double the price. And
honestly, Kevco stuff.
Sounds like you do look beatable. Like walking up on the table.
You'd think I got
imagine
him.
Kevco. He's like
Kevco put the pressure
Wisco.
on too, because it's at the end of the day.
Kevco looks up, walks up. He's like looking at Ty. He's like, I can crush this.
If there was betting odds on this, I would have been
Ty's plus 200.
Plus 200, easy. Because I know Kevco can drink. He's been drinking his whole life. He's a water skier. These dudes know how to smash beers.
True.
And Ty already had a solid buzz. I feel like he already done
He
it.
waited until he was done announcing the whole event, and I was scared. And then he put it down. Like,
and then
quick.
so Kevco goes up.
Is it
Kevco's
timed
first.
or is it a race?
It's a timed. I timed it. I actually was watching, and I was like, "This is going to be close enough that I've got to time this." And I timed Kevco, and Kevco was like, I think at like 1.87 seconds.
Shane
It
goes,
was
unbeatable.
It was
Don't even
fast.
try. That's
it
unbeatable.
was fast. Kevco, whoop, done. I was like, whoa! I haven't seen a beer bong that fast since Aaron Reed. And I was like, Ty, you're fucked. You're giving his shirt away right now. Ty jumps up. No problem. Let's go. Bam. 1.5 seconds. Like,
Damn.
snapped him off. And I was like, I didn't think it was possible, but Kevco ended up buying the shirt for double the price.
Shout out Kevco.
Shout out
Still
Kevco.
supporting the fan.
Kevco still.
Yeah.
That's Kevco's a man of his word. If he loses a beer bong, especially for such good quality product like the La Familia sweatshirt.
But what I loved too is that it was Ty that was just sitting in the chair in the back, and La Familia, all the other boys like Ulf and
front.
Kai and Marcia are up front, and they're like negotiating the deal. They're like, "Hey, Kevco, no, you do this, you beat Ty," and Ty's just still sitting back like this, and
Like he's
Kevco's
a boxer.
I didn't drive
just getting
home.
a massage in the back.
exactly. He's just like, just working his swings out, and it's just like, and then it's like, Ty, you're up, and he's like,
shows up.
and slams
I was
it.
so nervous.
It was such a fast beer bong.
Nervous right now.
It was such a fast beer bong. I was thoroughly impressed. Bud.
I'm glad. Hey, if there's one thing I can impress you with, I'd rather it be a beer pong. That's sick.
You impressed me.
Well, there we go. That just lets you know like what's on the line here. A lot of people care about this. Kevco went to battle for this same product right here. that
Had
we're
to pay
giving
double.
away- that we're giving away for the spin to win. And should we spin this wheel?
Let's spin
Spin
that
it.
thing.
All right. Who's going to win this thing?
Spin on that thing.
I know Danny Hampton has 2 names on here. That's how bad he wants it.
But we've talked to him.
Was he aware of it?
I don't think he was aware of it. He said he tried to sign up and then he didn't work, so he signed up again. But it was probably just being in the keys. He might have not hit refresh good enough.
I told Danny,
something.
I know you signed up twice, but you've already won once. So like,
It's paying off.
All right, here we go. I'm already recording, spinning this thing right now.
Spin on that thing.
Here we go. The winner of the spin to win La Familia sweatshirt from Funky Snowboards is Brian Viston.
Brian
Yeah.
Biston.
With a Y. Brian Viston. Congratulations. Hell yeah, dude.
There we go.
That's how you
Get it.
take it down. So, Ty, you are actually shipping this out.
Yeah. Send either like
No,
BONIFAY Banter or me a
We're going to
DM.
send you his address.
Yeah,
we'll get it
send
all
me your
done.
address and what size you want, and we'll get it out to you ASAP.
Love it, man.
Got you dialed.
Here
You
we
know,
go.
with the sweatshirt too, I really love to just go big on the sweatshirt. Like I'll take an XL, maybe even double XL, because I love just a big ol'. But this is a crew. This
Yeah,
is
it's a crew neck. So like for
and
instance,
it's
like I'm a
proper.
large.
And
Like,
it's
I've been wearing the
proper.
large. Yeah, it's good.
You-
They
yeah.
fit sick. Don't dry it. Try your hardest not to dry it. We'll shrink a little bit.
It's
Order a
true.
size up if
I've
you're
heard
gonna
a
dry
lot
it.
of people say that.
Yeah,
I have a dope La Familia shirt that's now.
What
Yeah,
I don't want-
I've heard
up
they've
a
a couple of turned into crop tops, but
But
I
they're-
always hang dry my shirts. So if you're gonna dry it, order a size up.
But they do make a product. It's like a conditioner that you put in. You almost throw the shirt in the sink, and then you put the product in there, and then you stretch it a little bit, and then you let it dry, and it will unshrink
Undry
it.
it?
It will
Yeah,
unshrink
unshrink
it.
it,
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
I don't like that it's like a lot of the La Familia gears light colored, and
Okay.
I typically stain.
Yeah.
I drop a lot of shit on when I eat,
Well,
when I'm
yeah.
doing stuff. It is just Mossy wears his all the time, and it's like clean all the time.
It's crazy.
It is crazy.
I had
Look
to
at that.
change
All white right
I
now.
had to change. I had another La Familia shirt on while I'm doing the whole rear end deal, I realize I have this massive coffee stain down the middle of it. And so literally since I was so close to home, once the cops got done, I went home and changed tees because I wanted to wear one of the new ones. But yeah, this is like an OG. This is like one of our first drops ever.
Damn.
Yeah, no, I actually have that one.
Yeah.
It's still in plastic on my shelf that I'm like,
You better
No
keep it.
way.
yeah,
Oh,
I'm gonna
that's
keep it. I'm
sick.
gonna keep her for a long
Yeah,
time.
my
Like
man.
it'll be like 10 years from now. I'm gonna bust it out. And be
Bust
like,
it out,
look
like,
at this
yo.
thing,
Oh,
still in
shit.
plastic,
Vintage.
and you're gonna be like, what?
Nah, that's
and then I'm gonna
sick.
bust it out, and it's just gonna be like degraded. It's just gonna fall apart or whatever.
Yeah, and all the OG stuff, we got a card in there. Keep that card. One day might be doing some giveaways, might be doing some crazy stuff with it.
Boom! I'm
Free
in
entry
there.
to the movie and all that. So yeah, keep those cards.
Love it. I love it.
We had a lot of old Pointless shirts still pretty much
Yeah.
kind of preserved, huh?
Yeah, no, I was
Like
even
20,
gonna
20,
say,
25, almost 25 years old.
yeah, I would say almost 25, probably 22 years old, and I think I have enough of them that they might not be able to pick their size, but I think we start just like rifling some off for these Patreon members because they deserve it. They're supporting, and I can hand out some. We got a lot of double XLs, a lot of XLs.
We
that-
want them to go to the Pointless people who. Some
would
Patreon members
definitely
appreciate
love
it, but maybe
No,
they
but I'm
haven't
saying
learned
like
about
even
that.
on every spin to win, we can just like I got to figure out how
They're
many we
valuable,
have
is
because
all I'm
they're
saying.
still in Tupperwares, they're still in the garage, they're still being preserved.
These are vintage.
Vintage, buddy.
Nothing on these except Florida mold, probably.
But with a good wash, and they won't shrink. No,
I
just
was gonna say,
they're not.
I will like.
Oh,
I did not know this.
No.
I will buy a Pointless tee.
Oh,
Let
dude.
me know
I
any
got
size.
you. I got
Triple
you.
XL.
Charge him a lot.
I will, because I had to buy both of my. I've bought a few La Familia shirts, and I had to buy both of them, so I have no problem charging you full price.
just-
Yeah, no,
uh,
do not give me a discount. You
No.
got to support the cause.
No, it's good. It's good.
Um,
What do you want to hit him? Hit him with some rapids.
Shane want the rapid fires? Or should we do let's do it. Hey, Shane's rapid fires. Shane jots these down, and Tyler, you're in the hot seat right now, dude.
Quick and fast. Is that what I'm doing here?
Yeah, you can quick and fast.
There's some that we can indulge on, but there's some that you're just going to be like, that's just a one word answer right there.
Okay.
We can get past this, Okay.
Some of these we go down wormholes, and it's not opposed.
Okay. Okay.
This one might need some explaining, but what's the best bet you've ever made?
Best bet I've ever made. Moving out of my parents' house when I was 12. Put all my eggs in one basket. Got to live my dream.
Oh, boom. See, I was thinking, sports line bets, but hey,
No,
that's a good
unfortunately, I
bet.
don't have many of those.
The Vikings in 2009 are underdog.
I put 400 on it. No, I'm just joking. Cali or Winter Haven?
Cali.
Cali always.
Cali.
What's the first thing that comes to mind? Oh, I didn't finish that question out. I ran out of room. It was what's the first thing that comes to mind when you kind of realized that you won Wakefest and you made 75,000 this year? What were you like, what do I want to buy? What is the thing that I do now?
Well,
Like-
the whole time I've said if I win either of these events or hopefully both, we get a new kitchen.
New kitchen.
New kitchen.
Damn,
the
that's
the
a-
kitchen's from 1924. We need a new kitchen.
1924.
Yeah, that's when the
Shout
house
out-
was built.
shout out
Yeah,
to the
metal
new kitchen,
cabinets. Metal
Metal
cabinets.
cabinet.
Damn.
Everything is like the garbage disposal's trash. Like the boys, we need a new kitchen.
So you had a whole new kitchen.
We haven't yet. I gotta
Thing
wait.
came
Gotta
with a witch,
yeah,
probably.
gotta seriously. But no, like once like winter time starts getting in the
But
it's the kitchen.
And
I haven't
there's-
bought in a single thing. Like everything has gone into the savings.
Have
like,
you ever bought appliances? Have you
I
ever
had to
bought
buy a
like-
dishwasher, so
Okay.
the dishwasher gets to stay. But everything else, like we're getting a new kitchen.
So you're just knocking down some walls, and
Knocking
just,
down a wall, gonna get a nice kitchen. I mean, my dad's a custom home builder. He's gonna drop the plans. Gonna get a local contractor.
I was
bang it out.
going to ask, are you going to let Mossy do it? Because Italians know a lot about the kitchen. I was like, let
He
him
can have a say in
design.
maybe the layout, but I don't know if I want him on the tools.
No, I want to put him on the
Hey,
tools.
put Mossy on the prosciutto.
Yeah, the
No.
prosciutto.
No, this
Worry
is
about-
we need a new kitchen. So
I like
that's
that. I
the investment.
like
That's where
that.
the money's going.
New
Gotta invest
kitchen.
it, kinda. Yeah.
New kitchen. I want a new kitchen too. Like we just did.
Shane, if we had a
Backsplash.
list of things that you need right now, would this be a 4-hour podcast? You need new dock, new Sea-Doo. Let's not get into the truck.
Well, I want a new pontoon, but I can't work. I can't get a new pontoon because the dock, you'll fall through on the dock. So it's a new dock and then the new pontoon and then
guys, if y'all saw, I honestly, now that we're talking about this,
no, I'm not going to take a picture and post it.
I'm going over to your house and I'm fucking taking a video of it then because Shane's dock is the biggest. I'm looking at the camera right now. Shane's dock is the biggest liability you have ever seen in your entire life.
It's a total liability.
It is, if you close your eyes and imagine what Shane's dock looks like. Now I'm going to show you this.
It's worse.
This thing is.
It's worse.
Shane.
I get mad.
Like,
I get scared.
Literally, you wouldn't even let blood walk on it because, like, back in the day, because he was like, it is you. You would fall if you walked on the dock. You'd like fall straight through it. The wood is that eroded. Rapid fire.
Is there a question in that?
Rapid fire, baby.
All right. Let's get into the next question. Who's the best? Who's the best to room with in La Familia?
All of them. Love them all. You
Love
know,
them
Bullshit
No,
answer.
but bullshit.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay, you've got.
Everybody's got multiple reasons, right? Okay, so like Massey, I've looked up to him for like a long time because he's just like a little bit older, but was like such a sick guy, such a sick rider that like I wanted to move in with him for like ever. I felt like, and I got to move in with him when it was just me, Gunner, and him, and then we, moved to Winter Haven, and then moved to Winter Park, and then Winter Haven. So like Massey is the man. Like he's the goat. Like he's like my older brother. Like he's the man. But then like, Sam and Luca, they always are up to something, like getting the party started.
Yeah.
Ulf and Kai, like always making asados, making some crazy meat that's like super good. And then like having Donnie there, like filming everything, always like cooking up some sick content. So it's like that's just what brings us all together. It's like everybody kind of plays a part a little bit.
That's it. Give us the same rundown. Mossie's. What does he not do good? Give us the negatives on each of those.
Okay, well, Massey's actually like, he's a sick roommate. He doesn't do anything wrong. Like Sam and Luca, the only thing I can say is like they want to maybe like, Sam, the peer pressure gets a little real sometimes. If he's fiending to go have a couple beers, he kind of like,
to say no.
It's really hard to say no to that guy. You almost feel like you're letting him down, in a way.
I can see that.
And then me and Kai share a bathroom and like no bad words to say about that, at all. And then Ulf's just the man. Like he just is going to the flats all the time and just like straight chiller. So like can't say anything bad about those boys.
All right, well,
go to the flats.
I asked this because when I was at Radar, I got a call with Mossy, and Mossy got super pissed about something, and it was Kai calling him about some toilet and bathroom being super thrashed up, and Mossy was pissed. He goes, I don't know who did this. I'm gonna call Ty right now, and we'll figure this out. But Kai was calling the boys pissed off at some one of the new boys.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It was one of the new boys. It had to have been,
but
right?
someone left the toilet.
It was disgusting. I got photos of it. Like, so me and Kai both were gone for like a couple weeks, and like all year, this bathroom has been like spotless, like pretty dialed. And then all of a sudden, Kai just sends me some photos. Like it was on a group chat, and it was just like, yo, like, what is this? And it was just like, okay, well, the only people that are using that bathroom that's not me and Kai are like when Nano and Shishi are playing video games in Kai's room. So it's like, it was one of them for sure, but nobody's come clean. We don't know who it is 100%, but like Shishi got like pissed off and like super defensive and was like, no way, like that wasn't me. And so like, we don't know who it is. Nobody's come up to it. It is what it is now.
What was it, a big mud pie?
Okay, massive dump for sure, like not flushed. And then there's like
the toilet ran dry.
And no, toilet didn't run dry. There's still water in it. Kai flushed it, cleaned it up. It was easy to go. But then like, I'm not going to say, we don't know what it was for sure. I wasn't there. Nobody got the magnifying glass out. But there was a couple toilet paper, like things like next to the toilet that didn't look very brown. So we don't know what went down.
Whoa.
It was a rogue scene. It was rogue.
It was pretty rogue. And left rogue for a while.
Left rogue for who knows how long.
Unacceptable.
It was like,
unacceptable.
Yeah. Like I was by the fire at Radar and me and Kai are just going back and forth. I was like, he's like, I know this wasn't you. And I was like, yeah, obviously not. He's like, what the fuck? And I was like, dude, I'm so sorry you have to deal with that. Like he got in from Europe. It's like he was texting me like 11 p.m. Radar time. So that's what, 2 a.m. in Orlando?
And just a mud pie.
Just a mud pie in our bathroom, just steaming, dude. Like, imagine coming home to that after 2 or 3 weeks in Europe.
That's
2
not
a.m.
That's not fun at all.
You're going to be pissed. So
Yeah, that's not what you pay rent for.
No, yeah.
So you said you were in a mass chat. Is there like a WhatsApp mass chat
So
with
we
all
have
of the La Familia members?
Yes, there's a WhatsApp.
God,
yeah.
I would love to be. Actually, one
And a
of
Snapchat.
our Patreon members is going to win access into the La. No, I'm just joking.
No, the Snapchat group is where it gets the most rogue. Like the WhatsApp is more of just like planning the trips, getting a little more dialed. Luca loves to send a lot of Facebook Marketplace ads in there. And then, but yeah, like all that. And the Snapchat is where it's like all the good shit.
Luca always is like, oh, you got to see this. And he opens up the Snapchat app and he shows me something. And I'm like, you guys are still on Snapchat? I thought that was
That's
like
the only thing I have
Snapchat
Snapchat still downloaded for is just those. Like, after a big weekend, like at Wakefest, I purposely don't open the Snapchat until Monday morning, and I'll just lay in bed for like 10 minutes, just like watching it all through.
Snapchat.
And it's
That's
I die. Like it's insane.
I like it.
Back to rapid
fire. Best part of Lake Radar and camping out there for 2 weeks.
Honestly, just like being there and being in it. Like there's no like best part about it. It's like, like
no, I need you to pick one. I want the sunset or I want no, I'm just joking. You can just
it'd be the campfires then if there was one. The campfire is insane, but it's like this year specifically, like Parks gave me and Massey like a couple tours of the whole lake and really like broke down like what Herb had did and like everything that like went into it and what it like actually was. Like I've gotten it before, but this one, like this year specifically, made me really like, I don't know, like appreciate it a little bit more for some reason and just like kind of like actually realize like what went into it and everything. And so it's just like being there, like pulling up, you don't really realize you're just kind of like driving through like, just a road, like a suburb area. And then you turn in and it feels like you're in the middle of nowhere, and then you just get locked in. Like Park said, like there's no reason to ever have to go outside of the gate. Like you just get sucked in, like all the people that are around are great vibes. Like Dealer Days is such a fun time with everybody, like getting to have beers and just like kind of just like do whatever you want to do and like go out on the boat, show people all the new product and stuff like that. Is just like everything about Radar is unreal.
It was pretty good. Parks, how many tours do you think you gave?
Oh shit.
in those few weeks? Because I saw you constantly
40,
every time
40,
somebody
50,
showed up.
maybe. Yeah.
Oh no, I think it was
There's
way more.
than that,
I think you're hitting into like.
I mean, if you're having how many
plus.
laps I did myself, probably. Yeah, I think
I loved it.
You're right.
You were on the golf cart so much. You loved the golf cart. There's no doubt about that. But you loved the golf cart, and everybody that showed up,
golf cart.
you were kind of like, you want me to give you a little rundown, and you'd do the lap through, and you'd go, "This is the barn. This is the."
It's so
This is
important
where
for
this
people to
rail
see, like, when
into
you get
Phi
there,
was put and everything. Like
because you walk in there, you drive in, you see the lake, and then you see the thing. But like to get the whole the lap around the back and to see the spring and kind of like.
Well, and when you're there and like you're given that tour and like we park like by the spring kind of, or like just on the backside, like near the boat. And it's just like, you're like, look, like this is what it looks like now. But in 1972 or whatever it was, like when Herb had this vision, this was trees, like all trees. Like this was made specifically for this. And so it's just like, you think about like what effort that took and like really just gives appreciation to like what Herb did and like what went into making that place what it is so special. And like, everybody knows you don't drive the golf cart unless you ask Parks first. You never know when he's going to
not
go on
actually true, but I do appreciate that aspect.
No, I would love if there was, maybe it's not a golf cart tour, but it's like an extended golf cart where there's like 8 or 9 people on it. But Parks is sitting in the front with a little megaphone, and he's like,
"Oh, he would."
And as you come through on the
left here, we have the pool to flat rail into the lake. This was seen into 5 minute 32.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
and he gives points. Like, do you remember Joey Botafugo that did Cypress Gardens tours? Do you remember old Joey that like hung out with us and he knew the Cypress Gardens spiel and he's like, "Oh, look at this. This is Southern Spanish moss. Fun fact about it. It's not Southern. It's not Spanish." But he had this whole spiel that when we'd get hammered at a house party, this is like a young kid that was hanging out with us, but he did tours at Cypress Gardens and we'd be like, do the tour. And there'd be like 20 people that would sit down and he'd go, "Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we're all here at
Lake
Cypress."
Florida.
And he'd
Cypress
go,
Gardens invented in 1934 by
but he did the tours at Cypress Gardens and he'd do it at house parties. That was just absolutely hilarious. All right, back to the rapid fires. We're getting off topic.
Hey, good. No, but hey, that's a good vortex. And well said about Herb and everything and the risk he took. It's
insane.
Well said.
Who's winning the Super Bowl this year?
The Jets. Obviously.
Oh my God, you're so wrong.
Honestly, I hope Lamar
Be
gets
rational
it.
this
Okay,
time,
I hope
Ty.
Lamar gets one. Like Lamar or Josh Allen. I want one of them to win it this year. Like
Fair
I
enough.
want
I like
one of
it,
them.
but
I
I
like
think-
both of those QBs. I like both of those teams, even though the Bills are in the same
Bills.
division as the Jets. But Lamar is a dope quarterback. Like I like the way he plays, and he's got a lot of steez. And he likes Kodak too. So like, you know.
Yeah, he likes the same rapper as me. Let's give him a Super Bowl.
And it's not Ty Dolla $ign. That's not your favorite rapper.
No, it is. He is
I'm
not.
just
No,
joking.
don't listen to a lot of Ty Dolla $ign.
We'll talk about Kodak Black in a little bit.
Favorite rider
Favorite rider of all time?
all time.
Josh Swelker.
Twelker.
Yeah, Josh Swelker
Yeah,
for
baby.
sure.
Respect. Who's the best rapper ever?
Ooh, okay. Best rapper ever. Okay. Oh, I could just like. This is kind of hard.
I know.
This is
what
kind of
rapid
hard.
fire
Okay,
is
wow,
about.
rapid fire, best rapper. Because like I can't go like Tupac or Biggie because like that's just too cliche.
Too cliche.
Yeah, I can't do that.
And you're too young to,
No, I can't. I don't appreciate it for what it actually was. Like even though I do like it. Best, I can't say Kodak because like to be honest, he's kind of trash. Okay.
Because it's actually kind of trash.
So you got to find something
Yeah.
in between, like
Best
you think
rapper
like
ever. Yeah.
like a more J. Cole. Or
No, I'm not a J. Cole guy. Like
I think
we
J.
like
Cole's great.
We like a lot of like I don't know. I listen to a lot of 50 Cent to be honest. Like
Love
I
that.
think
50 is
he's
a great
pretty
one.
sick. Like, but he's like still not like the best rapper
Greater.
of all time.
You
Yeah,
got to
he's
start
like,
to
Lil
front
Wayne?
with Biggie and Tupac. When
okay,
you say
like
Lil
50.
Wayne?
Lil Wayne back in the day,
There you
like
go.
Carter, like that shit was dope. But
Yeah.
I almost think Dr. Dre. You know, he did
Oh.
everything. You know, he kind of did it all. Like, yeah,
I don't disagree, but Dre had a lot of people write his stuff.
did he? See, that's where my music.
Well,
I
Shay's
don't
a
know
rapper.
a
If
lot
you were
about
a
music.
producer,
No,
like,
but Dre's
rap icon, maybe I could go Dre.
Okay.
Dre-
Yeah.
yeah,
See,
I'm a
so that's me
producer,
with
everything,
music. Like,
yeah.
I don't know a lot about it. Whenever somebody's like, "Oh, have you heard this new album?" Or blah blah blah. I'm always
Yeah.
like, "No." Like, I don't follow it super close.
Fair
like the
enough,
whole
fair
music.
enough. But
when
you
it
got to
comes to
give me.
that.
You say you're going to stick
Yeah,
with Dre.
I'm
then?
gonna stick with Dre.
All right,
Just
Dre
because,
had
like,
some bangers.
The
Dre
whole
had
thing, like as far as like if we're talking straight rap, like maybe not, but like when it comes to like he's made sick beats and like
Yeah.
I don't know, made
Yeah,
some
yeah.
sick shit happen. So
He's
like,
probably I think he's probably the best one that's ever
One of
been
the pioneers.
involved with
Yeah.
rap. Like I think between his beats and him putting on Eminem and 50 Cent and all of these people, he's probably been the best thing for hip hop.
yeah,
for
no,
sure.
he was sick. So
Alright.
yeah, no,
Well,
I'll
fair
stick
enough.
with that. I'm proud of that answer. Like doesn't seem super cliche. Like I'm
No,
okay
Dre's
with
a
that.
good one. Dre's
I'm
a
okay
good
with
one.
that.
And obviously Shane's favorite rapper, Gwen Stefani.
Gwen Stefani, great rapper, great rap. No, I would go. I think it's Eminem or Lil Wayne. I think are the best.
Okay.
And I go lyrics alone.
I
go.
see, I almost
pure
said
lyrics.
Eminem, but
I go pure lyrics, and I think those two, or even Outkast, either one. But I think
Outkast
Andre
is dope.
3000 is probably one, up there. But
Yeah.
let's
Okay.
get into it.
Yeah.
How's the
Big O Redman. I'm just joking.
how's the golf game?
The golf game, non-existent. Like we played Massey's birthday scramble, and then we played Parks's wedding scramble. That's the gap
That's
that I've
about
had.
it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
about non-existent. Still very frustrating.
Did you make some
still
good?
suck.
Did you make some good shots at Parks's?
Unfortunately, me and Grubb were partnered up. Was an honor.
Two-man
I let
scramble,
that man
two-man
down.
scramble.
I let that man down. Like I had one that was like the closest to a hole in one I've ever had. So that was the highlight of
That's
my
good.
day. It was like 2, maybe 3 feet away from the pin, like was where it landed, like pin high and everything. You know, we putted it in for I putted it in for birdie. Was the only birdie we had on the day, so that was
Grub
a
will
bummer.
celebrate you when you like hit some good shots.
Yeah.
But like when you hit
No,
some
no,
bad ones,
you can tell you
it's
disappointed him.
The silent treatment is bad from Grub.
Yeah,
'Cause,
like, our golf-
Grub,
our-
he won't say anything, and you're like,
Damn. No, 100%.
it's bad.
I had a couple into the water, and I was like, and he looked at me, and I was like, yeah, my bad. But
That was a
yeah.
hard course though.
Yeah, it was a
like,
really hard course, but the golf cart vibes were sick. He never let me really feel it too bad. We were there for a good time. We
That's
were there
good.
for
Yeah.
we were there for our dog, and
you
yeah,
go.
it
That's a
was
good
fun.
one. Who'd y'all play with? It was you and Grub versus.
Me and Grubb versus who were we against?
Bummy. I think you're.
Yeah, it was Bummy
Bummy,
Bummy and Watto.
Bummy
It was Bummy
and
and
Watto.
Watto.
See, that's a good squad.
It was a fun
That's a good
squad. It was
squad.
just us four, and it was sick. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
it was a good time.
All right, fair enough. Who would you want to have dinner with, dead or alive? Like one person out of anywhere.
Yeah, no, that's a good question. Dead or alive? Oof. Okay, they're probably alive. Oh, there's
Kodak?
so many people. No. There's so many people because like so many different avenues you could go down.
Yeah.
Okay, honestly,
Welcome to Rapid Fire, bro.
they're dead, but no, Kobe Bryant.
Kobe.
His mentality and everything. I'd love to just like
Pick
see
that
what he
brain.
has to say. Yeah,
Yeah.
pick that brain. You know,
we
that'd
go.
be
Kobe
sick.
would be a good one.
Yeah,
Kobe
yeah,
would
that'd be
Shout out
sick.
Kobe.
Favorite beer.
Favorite beer? Oh, Sweetwater 420.
I love us.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
love
those are
Sweetwater.
good. Yeah, yeah,
Like
those
that.
are good
Yeah.
beers.
Appreciate
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Modelo. If you're like
I feel
Ronix
like
or Radar,
Florida bars
Modelo.
just have a lot of Sweetwater
Yeah,
420.
so do
It's
Delta
in the
Plains.
Delta. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I'm
so do
saying,
Delta. Yeah. It's a
Yeah.
good beer.
What number am I thinking of?
Between what?
Any number in the
Any
world?
number 37.
Nope.
Damn it.
BLT or club?
Club. You know,
Club?
Yeah.
Why?
Load me up with a little more turkey.
You want a little turkey?
Want a
You
little
like
more
the
turkey.
triple stack?
L-tryptophan?
Yeah. I don't know. Just like, give me a little more something than just the bacon. And because, I'm not a big like tomato and lettuce guy, so it's just for me, I'm there for the bacon, I guess. So load me up with a little bit of extra stuff.
Fair enough.
Is that what you made at dealer days every time as a club?
Dude, I've got my sandwich at dealer days at Dialed. All right. So if they have the pork,
to let you know, at dealer days, every day for lunch for Ronix, like they bring in, like Pam brings, shout
the
out Pam.
goat, shout out
Yeah.
Pam.
She brings in a bunch
I
of
mean-
bread and like all kind of meats, roast beef, ham, turkey, chicken, and then all the veggies.
Yeah,
and then
everything.
you can make
whatever you want. But yeah, no, the sandwich
do?
is
What do
like,
you do to
so
it?
I rip it with like that like pepper salami. You chuck
Mm-hmm.
that on there. You get a little Dijon. You get some avocado. You put some turkey, one little thing of lettuce on top, and then you got to add the crunch factor with some of those
Bacon?
some chips. Definitely adding some bacon on there every time if it's still there. Normally I'm a little late to lunch, so sometimes it's not there. But yeah, and then you gotta toast the bread. Not too crunchy, but you gotta
Key.
toast the bread.
I
You know,
agree.
get those chips.
A lot of people
little,
don't.
No, well,
A lot of- most
no
people
people. Yeah, most people don't. You gotta spend that extra minute to toast that bread.
Who do you
And-
think makes the best sandwich?
Ooh.
Not out of people
Yeah, no.
but like
Like
restaurants.
sandwich
Like where would
place?
you go?
Gnarly barley.
Gnarly barley.
Gnarly barley makes a sick sandwich. The number 32 there goes off.
All right, respect.
Straight up. Shout gnarly barley.
Not gnarly barley.
If you were in a band, what instrument would you play?
So since a young age, my mom has told me that I'm tone deaf. So what I would want to play is the drums because I think the drums are sick. But realistically, probably the triangle because that's it. That's all I got.
Fair enough.
But no, the
you can
drums
be
are sick.
drums is perfect for a tone deaf because you need
bang
rhythm
it.
rhythm
Yeah.
and tone deaf are two totally different kind of things.
Yeah.
You know,
But definitely not. I could not play guitar to
triangles
save
are.
my life.
You might be on.
It
your own
would
a
be
little.
sick to know how to play the guitar though. Like peeps, like you kill it on the campfire, like guitar
Yeah.
stuff, or just like being able to just like rip a guitar. Looks sick. Chicks love it, and like I think it'd be dope.
Mine's piano. I've always thought it would be so sweet, like to be able to go into like a hotel or like a spot where there's like a piano,
Dude, a
and
piano
then you
would
just
be
step
sick.
up and
It
you're
is
like,
good.
Because that's like-
"Tonight
that's
is
classic.
the
Yeah.
night," and
Yeah.
you're like,
That's the song
"Whoa."
you would want to play right
Yeah,
now.
yeah. It would.
No,
be.
that's
It would
respect.
be.
No, piano's dope.
Because I've been alone. Oh. Sorry. Okay. What was your first movie or TV crush?
Oh, Hannah Montana / Miley Cyrus. I
I
just have a
respect
poster of her in my
Hannah
room.
Montana. Hannah
And it was
Montana.
double sided. It had like Miley Cyrus on one side, Hannah Montana on the
Dude,
other. So whatever I was feeling, I'd flip it over. I had that poster in my room for years.
How do you
to be
feel
honest.
about the progression of Miley Cyrus? Now?
I was a little let down there when she went with like the shaved head and kind of went off the walls, but now she's coming back.
Yeah.
Or she's came back fully and like
You're back
Yeah,
in.
yeah,
You're
yeah,
in.
I'm back in.
Hannah
See,
Montana.
That's
Yeah.
actually that's crazy because that's sort of where like she got me. Like I was like I wasn't
when
a
she
big
was
fan
going
of Hannah.
rogue? When
I
she was
wasn't a
going
fan
rogue?
of Hannah Montana, but when Miley came out and was like Miley and was just like
Yeah,
twerking and like just going crazy,
I
I was
fully
like,
off her rocker.
this bitch is crazy, and I was like, I like this.
I'm back on.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm
but
back.
I
I'm
grew-
in. I'm
I
in.
grew up on Disney Channel, like like she, like I was just like
No.
that show and
And I
everything.
am.
So I was like, Hannah Montana.
No, and I think she's got an awesome voice. I think she's really, really good.
Her dad's awesome, too.
Yeah, and her dad makes some bangers. But yeah, no, I'm right there with you.
Don't tell my heart.
If you could be pro in any sport, what would it be?
Pro in any sport. Well, I'm gonna go with tennis. We've been watching a lot of tennis in the last like 2 years, and I've realized the money's sick. The events are super sick. Like it's still like you against one other guy. Like you're not relying on a team. Like tennis would be sick.
I like it.
Tennis would be dope.
Good answer.
How many of you would it take to bring down Rusty Malinowski?
Oh,
like MMA fight. You're in
fight.
the octagon. How many ties? Like, and now
I'm gonna go with 20.
You think 20? No,
you don't think 15 of you can get?
Okay, well, so originally I thought 10, so I doubled it.
Just to be safe.
Yeah, just to be safe.
I mean, but you know,
I think it would
dude,
probably.
Rusty's huge. He keeps getting more and more yoked.
Yeah.
Like more and more just.
And more driven, like that's where it is. It's not. Like
so you don't think
like
10 of y'all are not? He quickly knocks out 3 of y'all.
Yeah, I don't know.
Left.
Like we'd have to come at it with some strategy,
real plan.
So if it was 10, you'd have to have some planning. Like you'd have to have a couple frontline boys that they're not making it, and then the rest of the crew is taking them out.
Yeah, no, I mean that's what it. I mean that was the premise of it is sort of how many, because a few of you get knocked out pretty soon.
Oh, quick,
you know,
yeah.
Because the question comes from when I was asked myself, how many 11-year-olds could I take out before that's too many? Because we were golfing one time and a bunch of kids jumped off of the bus and just started running at us.
I was in this.
Yeah,
time.
it was. I think it was me, you, and Jimmy, and immediately I picked my club up and like got ready. And Jimmy goes, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "You weren't scared at all?" And he was like, "They're 11." And I was like, "But there's a bunch of them." And he was like, "How many is a bunch?" And I was like, I mean, it's like, I know I could go like 11. I'm not talking Rusty's, but if there was
with kids with backpacks,
I think it's like I think 13 or 14 is the level where it's like I can get 1 or 2 or 3. But
then they start grabbing the
then they start coming tight, and then you can't get leverage on them. You can't get down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can still take out another 3 or 4, but then you got 5 that are like latching on and biting. Like they're not just
there. Yeah.
They're not just trying to punch you in the face. They're like doing everything they can to kill you. Yeah. It gets a little scary at a certain level, and it's. You know, it's not 7.
Shane, let's walk this through. They come through, like
they get off the bus. They're running.
They're running at you, like 1 11-year-old, bam, to the dome.
No. First is the kick. The first one comes in. They're like this. You go 1 kick here, 2, 3. 3's done. 3's done. Now we're down. If I'm saying 14, now we're down to 11.
Boys and girls.
No,
like mixed
no.
school
I think it's all boys. And this is the premise: is that they are in another room. That they have like a counselor that goes, "Hey, the guy in this next room just killed your parents or your dog," or
they're fueled. They're ready to
furious.
They're ready to go.
They're furious, and
that's the context you got to give them.
Yeah. They're not just like, "What are we doing?
We don't
here?"
like his beard.
Yeah, no. They're like, "Hey, they just killed Scruffy," and they're like,
you.
"Scruffy." They're
That
like,
changes the game a little bit.
So they come out and they're just like, "Ah!" They're like, they're biting. They're like,
I've seen Psycho Brother, Little Brother. Like when I was like 13 and I would piss you off and you were like 10 or 12, you would be like, you'd flip a switch and be like, you'd grab a pull stick and then flip it up to the butt inside and it'd come at me.
Oh yeah,
full speed.
Yeah.
So it's like they are. That's what I'm saying. When you say a lot of 11-year-olds, they are capable of fucking you up.
No, yeah. And it's like, so yeah, you get rid of 4 or 5 of them, you still got, let's say 7 to 9. That's a tough fight because they're close.
Still.
You're not getting. You can't get kicks off because they're like on your feet. So it's all downward punches and those.
And then if they grab your arms, you're just done.
Yeah, they grab one arm, then now you're like trying to rip.
What I appreciate is that you went about this whole thing like, and you started with a golf club in your hand, but like you went about it like dropping the golf club and just being like. Mono.
Let's do this.
Versus a bunch of.
Well, it actually was. I mean, I give credit to
and
Jimmy
real
Lurich,
for you for even offering these 11-year-olds like that.
Well, Jimmy Lurich walked me through it. He wouldn't let me live this down because he constantly would be like, "So you really, where are we at on this number?" And it would change because he would be like, "So, have you done some more thought into this?" And I'm like, "Yeah, now, sort of thinking, 11's." A little low. I think it's because you got to find the number. What's your over and under?
The number?
What's
right?
the over and under on this? Because at one point there's too many. at one point you kick the shit out of a bunch of 11-year-olds. You don't feel good about that.
But I mean, they were attacking you. So
Yeah,
what do you do?
exactly.
And tonight at 11.
Yeah, all right. I'm gonna settle the number then for Rusty. Let's call it 15.
I
even.
honestly think it's 7 or 8. I think the over and under is that 7 or 8 number because I think 8 of you could take down Rusty.
Dude,
I think
haven't been to
6
the
of y'all's
gym
not
in
enough.
26
I think 6
years.
of you's not enough.
I don't do the whole gym thing.
No, but you
he's
still,
fucking-
like 3 of you could like take half of Rusty. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, so
I don't know. We'll hopefully
It's
I never
tough.
have to find out.
Hopefully we won't ever have to find out. I know one time I said some shit about Rusty in a magazine, and the next time I saw him, it wasn't an aggressive one, but he grabbed me by the throat and was like, "Hey, you said some shit," and I think I shit my pants.
Yeah.
I was so scared that he was going to punch me, and I was like, "There's nothing I can do here. I'm not doing anything, and I'm in for this. I'll just take it," because I knew in my mind I was like, I did say some shit. You know what I mean? Like I was there. So.
Well, yeah. I don't know. Definitely more than 10, I think.
Oh,
Can we hear him?
hold on. Keep it. There it is. Yeah.
Rusty.
What's up?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hey, we got you're live on the BONIFAY Banter right now. We got Tyler Higham on here, and we're talking about.
Hey, where does that Claremont National Marriage just punched at 3:45?
Damn, that's a long drive.
Yeah.
Hey, we got one quick question. We got Tyler Higham in the studio. How many Tylers do you think in an octagon ring? How many Tylers do you think it would take for him to defeat you?
Less than 100.
Less than 100. Tyler said 15, but originally he said 20.
I mean, yeah, I'd probably handle at least like 8, 9.
8 or
Okay.
9.
I was
Okay,
close
yeah,
on the
so,
over
yeah,
and
That's
under.
good.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I think we're all on about the same gauge, but that's going to be interesting. Yeah, we'll try to line that up with Dana.
I know.
Maybe do it after Worlds for his sake, you know?
Yeah. All right. Well, Rusty, thanks for answering the call real quick. And wait, so you're up at Claremont National watching your Merrick. How old is Merrick right now?
17.
And he just punched a 3. How far was it? 3?
I'll text you a picture of PB of it, or I'll send you a video of him cranking one deep.
Awesome.
That's sick.
Yeah, it's it. All right, Rusty. You,
See you, buddy.
dude.
Oh, that was
Sometimes
good.
you got to call in and.
I
Sometimes
like
you gotta
that.
call
I
in.
like
that
that
was
a
a good
lot.
So
move.
8
That
or
was a
9.
good
Now,
move.
that's
Okay,
what I'm
yeah,
saying. I think
okay.
like 10.
Yeah, so maybe my original number with 10 is like right on the fair fight type of number, but 15, you said how many times do you think it would beat? 15, safe number to beat, to win, come out with a dub.
Yeah. There you go. All right, that's rapid fires for you.
Bang, bang.
Damn, that's how you.
I've been trying to
those
time
things
it out.
get longer and longer every
I've
time.
been trying
and
to
I love
like,
it. I love it.
like, because there's different guns going.
Yeah,
off.
maybe
I'm
you
trying
can
to
work on
figure-
some AI instead of that fucking halftime logo. You can work on.
Well, maybe I should just work on the halftime logo a little longer than just one prompt.
All right, so now, hey, let's get into a little bit of trivia before we get out of this episode right now.
Oh, this one makes me nervous.
And it's about the place that Tyler moved to. He's originally from Bend, Oregon, but like he said, his parents let him move away, 12 years old, to go down to California and be homeschooled. And so the questions are about California tonight. And you know what? We're all playing tonight. Paige actually wrote the questions for this. So shout out, Paige.
Shout out.
Shout out, Paige.
Shout out to Paige, but I also feel like he might have snuck some looks in at the question.
No, 100% I
could
didn't.
have-
No, I'm about integrity and being official.
Being official.
I'm not.
Whatever
I
it
mean,
takes to
there's
win,
nothing really on the line tonight
see.
except maybe a shotgun for the Patreon members who
I'll do another shotgun with him. I love that.
the loser has to do one.
Yeah. But
I would.
probably
I mean, I
all
don't.
do it.
We don't have a beer
I'm
bong.
okay with that.
We don't have a beer bong,
Yeah,
but I
am
would
a
love to
lot
challenge
worse
you.
at beer bonging than or I'm a lot worse at shotgunning than a beer bong.
I would love to challenge you
I'm
to a
in.
beer bong.
So that's your
I'm
that's your
in.
niche is like actually beer bong, not shotgunning.
Yeah, no, a lot better at the beer bong. I don't know
Okay.
why, but I am. At least 2
Respect.
seconds.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's nothing to shy away from, you know? Be proud.
Hey, stick to your strengths.
Yeah, exactly. All right. I like it.
All right. Here we go. So I think we got a handful of questions here. I don't know exactly how many. Should we do first?
Well, I think she wrote 7. So 7 was a sort of a tiebreaker, but we could all go. Yeah.
So Ty will guess first. We'll do this one. Then we'll rotate through. Shane, you guess first. I'll follow. And
are these not closest to the pins?
Yeah, these are closest to the pins. We're not asking for exact answers. I'm not
Okay.
asking you who the governor of California was in 1983.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I'm asking
no
you,
shot.
Oh, I know who that is.
No, shut the fuck. Hey, we're asking kind of closest to the pin in the sense how many in miles, how many miles are in the state of California's coastline.
Yeah.
So you're guessing closest to that.
To
So
the
there's
pin. No,
you
I
probably
like that.
won't get it on the head, but closest to the answer gets it. And wait, Shane, we might need some math. No, I got. Well,
But you want me to write down the answers so we can get the closest to the
you
pins?
probably get a calculator out in case we need that thing.
All right.
Tyler, first question: how deep is Lake Tahoe in California?
300 feet.
They say it's one of the freshest deepwater lakes in the country.
I'm going to go 350.
Damn. So 300, 350. I'm going to go 950.
I really hope it's under. I just got. Oof. I feel like I
have
went
no
light.
clue.
I feel like I went
clue.
light. I think I went light.
Ladies and gentlemen, 1,600 feet.
Holy
1,600, 445 feet.
It's like an ocean.
That's what I'm telling you. It's
That's
pretty deep. So I might
And the
have had.
wake out there.
I am
would be
going to keep this
insane.
card right here, and we are on to
All right,
the
Peeps,
next
I
one.
won.
So now I'm first up, right?
So yeah,
Yeah.
Shane, you're next up.
Yeah.
Shane, what year did San Francisco 49ers join the NFL? What year did the 49ers join the NFL?
1952.
That's pretty good.
I'm gonna say 1965.
I was gonna say 1955.
52, 55, 65.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, 1950.
1950.
Thank you, Shane.
Oh.
Shane gets a card straight up.
Bang. I don't think I've ever won anything on the trivia games.
I know I'm gonna be bad at this.
Well, there you go.
Well,
me and
now you
trivia.
get to go. You were
Yeah, I
last.
get to go
there.
last, but yeah.
No, you're
No,
second.
now I'm saying the last. Yeah.
All right, so I got one. Shane got one. Next question. To me, I'm first. Answer. What is the elevation of Lake Tahoe in feet above sea level?
So this is the ones I'm bad at.
Yeah.
This is tricky, actually.
I'm real bad at feet and distances.
I'm gonna say 20. No,
22.
damn it. I feel like if y'all were guessing first, I would have y'all. I'm gonna say 3,600 feet.
Okay, so it snows there. Not a lot, a little colder. I'm gonna go with 4,200 feet.
All right. 36.
I'm gonna go 5,000.
Damn, Shane, going on up. Doesn't do the prices right. I like that. The answer is Shane, you got it. 6,200 feet.
He's
Damn.
on fire.
This is
Shane
the
is on fire.
Oh my god, I'm not gonna win one of these. Oh no.
Cali
Really
boy's not
bad.
even winning a Cali question.
Oh man. All right, Ty, you're back up to guess first.
God.
California produces 80% of the wine output. How many gallons did they produce in 2023?
Gallons?
How many gallons of
This is-
wine did California produce in 2023?
This is an awesome.
Insane. Okay.
Because everyone wants to know this.
Okay. Yeah.
And this is all one that we've heard, but you just can't remember.
Okay, this is just straight from the hip. I have no idea. Literally, like in my mind right now, I'm thinking of a 5-gallon gas can, and so I'm like, okay, how much wine is that? I'm gonna go with $1 million gallons of wine. I have no idea.
All right.
Yeah, I have no idea.
That's not bad.
I'm gonna go with 600,000 gallons of wine.
600,000. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with 1.5 million
Okay,
gallons.
he's going over.
Ladies and gentlemen, 600 million.
What?
Gallons of
600
wine.
million?
We were way off.
We were way off, but somebody was
600
closer,
million?
and that somebody is me.
Bullshit.
Wow.
I mean, how do you even guess that?
Yeah.
Like, what are
I
we
thought
doing?
I was
I
high
don't
with
even
a
know
mil.
all the wineries
I
there.
thought I was pretty
Who
high.
even guessed
So it's
that?
like, yeah, it's like, what would that be?
Shout out to Paige for giving these
600
intricate little
million.
600 million.
That's a
If
shitload of wine.
you know, next time you're at that Thanksgiving dinner and everyone's cheers and wine, you go, know what? California produced
facts that are fun.
606 million gallons of wine in 2023.
I like the 2023 ad. You're like, well, how much did they do in 2024? And you're like, I don't fucking know.
I don't know. I just know they did 2023.
Wasn't one of the questions on the BONIFAY Banter. All right. So who gets
We
that one?
gotta-
Ty? Shane, you're up next.
Yeah, but we got to give this one to Ty. I feel bad.
No.
I'm just joking.
It's a game's a game.
I know.
Dude.
Competitor. It was
do
a
you mean?
competitor.
It's 2-2-0 right now.
Right.
All
When did Disneyland open in California?
Oh, I know this. No,
I
just don't.
know this.
Do you? I do, because you did the Cypress Gardens documentary. This is a biased
Well, I didn't
fucking
do it.
move,
I
so-
almost.
Oh,
I wanted to do it.
I'm gonna
skip this.
say no. I'm gonna say
I don't even get to go for
it.
1967.
1955.
1950.
Disneyland, California, 1950.
1950.
Ladies and gentlemen, the answer is
1950.
1955.
Yeah,
Shout out
that's
to me.
fucking
That
bullshit.
is
Good dude.
man.
I
BS.
can't, dude.
Your wife
I just
made
be,
this
be
thing.
hey, study more
How's
history.
that feel? How's that
Study
feel
more-
whenever I say wife now?
Yeah,
Huh?
it sounds good. I love it. Hey, study more history.
No, he did a documentary.
I did do a documentary. I wanted to do a
wanted to,
documentary
but-
on Cypress Gardens. Someday, hopefully I will. But within that, I learned that Disney was open. California,
Right.
1955. All right. So I'm 2 up. Shane's 2 up. Ty, you got some coming to
You
you
got
right
3.
now.
You're 3 up.
You
now.
got 3.
Yeah. So I think you've won already.
But
we'll
we
carry
have
it
more.
on. We'll carry
We
it
have,
on.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
to
yeah,
see
we
if
have
Ty-
two. We have 2 more. Should we?
Yeah,
we'll
no,
keep
three
going.
more.
Yeah, we can
There's
just
3 more.
Ty.
totally put me through the ringer. Let's do it.
How tall is the largest recorded wave surfed in California?
Oh
No,
my
Parks
God.
is up first though. Was I went first on
Oh
the
yeah,
last
yeah,
one.
you're right. You're right. How tall is the largest wave ever recorded surfed in California?
You got to price is right him here, Ty.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
got to price it right him.
Let's say I don't know how they're measuring it, but I'm gonna say 65 feet.
Okay. So it's obviously Mavericks, surely. No, it's not 65. It's more than that.
I don't know if they're measuring the face or kind of.
Yeah, no. I'm going 85.
All right.
I'm gonna go 87.
Damn, we got some good guesses out here.
Come
so I
on.
said 65. You said
85.
85, and Shane
And I
prices right
right
at him.
Yeah, you got me.
87. Ladies and gentlemen, 60 feet. And
This guy is on
on
fire.
fire right now.
How is that a 60-foot wave? I've seen the footage. That's not a 60-foot wave.
I definitely thought it was
It's
bigger.
like the size of an apartment complex.
That's about 60.
Yeah. Now that
yeah,
you think
now
about
you think about it, you know, probably 6-7 floors, about 60 feet. Yeah.
All right. 2 more to go. Tyler, first guess.
Come on,
Oh,
you
God.
gotta
I
get
gotta
one.
get
Ty.
one.
Gotta
Come
get
on.
one, buddy. You're gonna let the West Coast down.
Yeah.
How many miles from Huntington Beach to New Smyrna Beach?
I didn't live in SoCal. I would have no idea. New Smyrna?
I have no clue how long.
New
It's
Smyrna
basically
to
how wide-
Huntington?
It's basically how wide is America.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
insane.
that's
Okay,
right.
I have
Yeah.
no idea. 3,500.
I mean, 4,700.
4,700. I'm going to say I'm gonna say 2,600.
If it's 2,600,
yeah, nah. That seems
Ladies and gentlemen, the answer
suspiciously
is
low.
25, 27. Weird. You gotta know.
I'm gonna get my page. I'm gonna get my page to write the next ones, dude.
These are loaded
Bucks
questions.
are just
right now.
stacking chips.
I don't know how wide America is.
You fly across it.
Did you
you
say in
fly, you
miles?
don't
I was going by feet. No, I'm just trying.
All right, we got one more. That's not about California at all. This is about water skiing.
Oh.
Ty, you might have a one up on this. Who guesses first, Shane?
Me.
Ty? Shane,
Yeah, I
you,
guessed
Shane?
first last time. Yeah.
All right. What is the current world record for the longest jump in feet in water skiing?
The current one?
Yeah.
Current.
The current world record in
Like
water
most
skiing jump.
recent.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just joking. I'm gonna say two. No, what is it?
I know this actually.
I
gonna say
think it just
two-
happened, right?
227.
In feet? It's in feet.
Yeah. in
Yeah.
feet.
Okay. Yeah.
Isn't it?
Shane said 227. You can't just go start mumbling a bunch of answers and.
No, I think it. I
All
just
right,
don't know.
227. I'm gonna say 243.
Wait, is this like regular or is this like Freddy's X Games thing counts too?
No, I don't think Freddie
It's not
said
ski
Games
fly.
Oh,
Satisfaction.
It's not
that's-
ski
oh,
fly.
dang.
It's not ski fly.
Then I have no idea. What'd you say?
I said 243.
And you said lower than that?
I think I said 227.
All right, I'm going 245.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if it was just done. Oh, 312 feet. So it wasn't.
Yeah, no,
it was.
definitely
yeah,
was.
yeah.
Ski fly. That's a ski fly.
Yeah, I was gonna guess 310.
You didn't
But
let us know if.
Paige wrote it down.
Hey,
Paige
that's my
doesn't know the
card.
difference
That
between-
is my.
All right,
I still got the card, and I'm gonna take that win. And I'm gonna take that.
Oh, good.
Got one.
All right, you did get one. That's definitely ski fly, though.
What you're mad about? I mean, the ski.
I mean,
the ski
there's
fly.
regulations into the long ski, long jump.
How do you like? Do you think that Freddie's jump at 312 should not be recognized by the ski?
No, I
team?
totally do. I totally respect it. I think it's, I think it's great, but it's not the question that was asked.
It's true. I think the answer that was given was not the question that was asked. Is what you were saying.
Well, I think they should not do ski jumping. I think ski flying should be long jumping. I think that should all be one category. And if you can use products or speed or anything that can get you further, it should be like I don't think that this is how F1 goes, but it's like whatever you can do to get further off of there.
Yeah.
Even if it's widening the tips, that should all be part of it.
Yeah, you just
Like,
pick your
Pursuit,
speed,
bro,
pick
yeah.
your
don't
rope
make
lengths,
don't
do it
make
all.
two sports within the same sport is what I'm saying.
I
It's like-
disagree. I kind of like the way that skiing. I think in some of the I've heard some from traditional skiers that a lot of people weren't super happy with the way Freddie just did his own thing and did it on his own, and no one else had a chance to break that record that day, and it wasn't a competition. But I think it's good to have some guidelines that in some parameters.
I
that,
understand that.
No, but to keep the record of if it's, I don't know if it is 243 or whatever it is, but to keep it within that around the same parameters is kind of cool. However, I do think there's a whole nother area to be as fast as you can go, as willing as jump that you want to build, as long as it's flat water. I think that you should be able to I think there should be a world's longest record of all time, and I think that you should protect, let's say, the integrity and baseball's pastime records, skiing's pastimes records, and respect what people have done off the jumps for a long time.
I mean, I will admit that I don't know all that went into Freddie's things and how whatever he was changing to do it, but I think that there should be hey, this is the goal of us doing this is to hit this jump and see how far we can go. If widening the tips and maybe not necessarily a skyline or whatever, that should all be part of the growth of the sport. Because what if in wakeboarding they were Actually, in a pro tour, you just have to use a directional board and you have to ride it on a low lawn. You know what I mean?
It's different because the risks are different. Like when you're asking guys to go, hey, you're not going 42 miles an hour anymore or 36, whatever it is. Like you're going 50. Now everything is like in the room to fuck up is like
becomes smaller.
bigger. And if you mess up, like when Freddie, if you go out the front, like there's been guys like Kiwi, there's been like you can get messed up just jumping in the parameters of what ski jumping is now. Is dangerous enough as it is, and just be like, hey, this is the new norm, and expect everyone to just go chase 312 every day shouldn't be like that. It needs to be more controlled and kind of like,
for sure.
I think like it is very gnarly to go that fast on that long rope and just put yourself out for 312 every time.
Okay,
but what I'm saying, but I almost at the same time, I think it's almost more dangerous to keep the parameters the same. Force these guys to get later and later and later, cut later, have the technology a little bit better, as opposed to like going faster, not waiting as late, maybe come in a little bit earlier, a little bit more predictable.
Okay.
Like you are going faster, but like
I mean, in that scenario, then yeah, like it's not let's go faster, but like keep the speed the same, but like let the product change. Like I remember when ski but I remember when ski flying
get bigger,
came out,
skis get wider, like speed suits, like everything.
But then there was a thing where they weren't letting that be in normal jumping. Like you could only ski fly with these skis, like because
they just will let you change the speed and the ramp size and the speed of the boat is like what they weren't going to let you. Like you could do. I don't know. But no, I just think it's cool. It's cool to explore how far you can possibly go on flat water off any jump, on any speed, on anything. And I think it's cool to protect like everything Sammy Duvall and everyone like tried to go to get up to this point, you know.
Yeah.
And we're just a bunch of wakeboarders.
Okay, yeah. No, I get what both you guys are saying for sure. Okay.
But so one time at Expo, I think it was Expo, but me and Parks were hanging, and Freddie came up and asked us. This is like when Monster and Red Bull were doing some stuff for us, and Freddie asked us. He was like, "Hey, what can I do to sort of like do something in that same realm of what y'all are like doing and pushing?" And I remember Parks, without a fucking beat, Parks goes, set it up so you're jumping school buses. Like set up a whole bunch of school buses and find a piece of land where you could put a jump and then run the boat right next to it and jump like 15,
I'm not thinking
15
buses,
20 school
but what I was
saying
is like the boat run on a canal path, and then his ski path is like carved out through land.
No, but
so he's not jumping like.
But I remember
jump mastercrafts. I don't think I had the brilliant idea to jump a bunch of school buses.
No. But it was the idea to jump over land and then, but you could have things. But I remember whenever you said it, Freddie was like,
"Fuck that."
No, he was like, "How have I never thought of that? That is a genius." And like, imagine just like a ski jumper like out here, and then goes boom, and there's just land and stuff, and he's like. And you see where he's got to get the photo of him of up, and then you just see another 200 feet of like school buses before he's got to land, and you're like,
or 170.
I don't think he makes it. You know,
that'd be
or
nuts.
170.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That'd be cool.
A lot to be had. Watch out, Joe Poland coming home.
Joe Poland.
Hey, and shout out. Hey, let's give a big old shout out to Freddie Krueger, because like
legend, dude.
No, it's seriously legend. Like now we're talking water skiing. Like he's been winning contests for like the last 25 freaking years. Like it's like maybe 30. Like he's a
fucking beast.
And he still jumped. Me and Danny, when he jumped 312 or 315, me and Danny were at the far side of the lake, and he was jumping straight at us. And me and Danny were down there just chilling, and he just comes in ripping, and he like boosted it in the air. I like hit Danny. I go, dude, he's
still in the air.
And he lands, and Freddie just goes crazy. I was like, Danny,
he just did it.
We just saw the longest jump any of us will probably ever see our entire life.
That's nuts.
Do you think we could get Freddie Krueger on for the Halloween episode for the BONIFAY Banter?
I love it, Shane.
I love that. He would be in. No, Freddie's the sickest guy. He'd be
down.
Freddie's
love it.
I would love to get in Freddie's head. Freddie's great, man.
But how good would that be too? The post, like,
that'd be sick.
And next week we've got Freddie Krueger on the. Yeah, that's so good.
Can we?
Sorry.
Yeah, we'll
lock it
AIM. We'll
You'll get him in.
Put him thing. Well, boys, this has been a damn good episode. Tyler,
Yeah, thank you, boys.
thanks
Thank
for
you.
coming in. I don't know if we should wrap it up. You got anything you want to talk about, Ty?
I mean, we've
wanna
covered a
mention
lot
out?
of the stuff, obviously huge shout out to my family, mom and dad,
You.
wouldn't be here without them.
Straight
They're
up.
number one, my sponsors, Ronix and Mastercraft, like you guys are always, wouldn't be here without you guys either. Wouldn't be able to keep doing what I'm doing. And La Familia, keeping me stoked, all the
Let's
vibes,
go.
everything, the house is sick. Living with everybody's insane. And to have that sort of crew around me all the time is just awesome. All
Well, I
these young
hope the
kids
house
coming
stands
in.
up and it still makes it, dude.
Yeah. Hopefully it survives. It's good.
Yeah, that's really cool. I love that you boys are doing that down in Polk County, Winter Haven. Got the
Yep.
whole crew in with you. Your first house.
Uncle Paul, gang enforcer.
Uncle Paul
Uncle
comes
Paul.
over like 3 times a
He
week.
still comes
dude.
over all the time.
Yeah, no, and it's awesome. Like literally, like I got
3
like
times a week.
we were at nationals and like how they give out like this shirt like when you register or whatever. They're like, what size? And I was like, I just thought of Uncle Paul. Like, and I was like,
I love that.
so I got him a little national shirt and
appreciate
everything.
that,
Yeah,
Tyler.
like he's awesome. Like we gave him a
Tyler
pair of
always look out for
boardies.
me, and I appreciate that.
He's the man. Uncle Paul is sick. Like that's been like one of the best parts about moving to Winter Haven is just being able to hang out with Uncle Paul.
Dude,
dude.
he's such a character. I
Yeah.
love it so much.
He always has like some sort of story with like you boys, like I don't know how like you guys came down and wanted to learn how to jump off the bridge in barefoot, like got that full rundown when you guys were like 8 years old or something like
Yeah.
that.
Straight
Like,
up. Yeah.
Yeah. Insane. Like he's always got some sick like stories that we would just
So
never hear
good.
about you guys, which is sick.
He could tell some good stories, but ask him a lot of questions because, like, he's
He's got
yeah,
them.
That's
Yeah,
when
yeah.
you get. That's
Yeah,
when
okay.
they're in there.
Yeah.
And it-
No, he's been around the block for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, he knows all the ways.
Well, that's really awesome. I love it. That was a good episode.
Yeah. Thanks, boys.
Thanks for everybody listening. All the Patreon members,
Yeah, man.
subscribers. Thank you so much. Love it. Good stuff. Episode 16.
Is this 16? Yeah.
16.
Get on that Patreon. Keep these boys going.
Appreciate
Sick.
that, Ty.
Yeah,
And congratulations. Who won it?
What is it? Brian.
Yeah, Brian. Yeah,
Brian-
Brian Vister. I probably messed that up, but yeah. Shout out
Yeah.
Brian taking down the La Familia, the hoodie. Keep that thing clean. It's cream. It's cream. It's
Yeah,
hard
it's
to
nice.
do.
It's a nice hoodie. Send me a DM, size, address, send it to BONIFAY Banter, whatever it is. We'll get you dialed in. We'll get it shipped out.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, Ty. Love you, Shane. And thanks everyone for listening. And till the next one, man. Episode 16. BONIFAY Banter in the books.